the game, take you to the Jewel of Hope map, and we kick it off. So, let me sit down so my mic doesn't cut out every 3 seconds while I'm talking. Last we left off, your group continued your wild escapades, finally getting a day of free time to just do whatever you want. Your group decided to spend that day walking around, looking at some of the local shops, talking with one another, and, well, at least for a few of you, wrangling the different Jasses amongst the city. As you discovered previously, Jass was an attendant working at multiple locations, many jobs. However, certain things didn't line up with her attendance in places that you happened to visit in conjunction to one another. This led your group to believe that perhaps she was a clone, a simulacrum, a homunculus, something of that sort. And upon further investigation, you spoke with local shop owner Aliza Cam and discovered that after selling a woman named Jass a magical mirror to help divert her focus, that perhaps something did not go according to plan for her. Locating and tracking down the original Jass while attempting to also wrangle up the others that you could find along the way, sending them to Old Man Crook's bakery in hopes of a job fair taking place there, following the launch of the new donut. You spoke with her for a moment and discovered the full truth. She was indeed sold a mirror that could help divert her focus. Unbeknownst to her, she was in deep college debt, but unbeknownst, the effects of this mirror caused her to split into multiple forms or clones that had little emotion but to work. You talked with her for a bit and realized these clones had been taking up her jobs, and she was desperate to get rid of them, as many of the opportunities she previously was looking for were now locked off to her, and she was forced to work a lower-end, not greatest paying task to pay off any school debts she might have had. You decided to help her out, sending her to Old Man Crook's, where she agreed to meet in the morning along with the other Jasses. The last stop your group needed to make before you headed to the Sigil District to see if you could meet up with the others of your party and potentially locate the last Jass, if not already secured, was the Lux Run Casino. Eridonis and Eric's. The two of you currently walk in the front doors of the illustrious casino, purple light spilling out the front door and fine piano and harpsichord music playing from the interior. It seems the hustle and bustle is as usual. It's a little earlier in the day, so the crowd is, for the most part, thinner than you would expect it to be around nighttime, but regardless, you walk in. Let me go ahead and secure the map.
Trying to recall the name of the head of security that we've run into several times at this point.
Nadosi.
Alright. As we walk in, Herodot's going to clap his hands together.
Two of you can come over here.
Oh, nice.
Yep. There you go.
Alright.
Clap his hands together.
Okay. We can go in there. We find this homunculus of Jass. Quickly, in and out. No fuss, and no encounters with that fine Nadosi.
It's not Nadosi that I'm worried about.
Well, no encounters with our fiendish acquaintance either, I suppose. Alright, I don't see Nadosi here. We're good.
You walk around for a moment, looking about where you can, investigating the perimeter. As was previously described to you, the looks are short but still active and lively.
Target acquired. Alright. Seeing Jass and not wanting to, I guess, make a scene by approaching her, Eridonis is going to go in and he's going to take a seat at one of these tables here and just you know, just be a normal person. It's just a customer.
Additionally to that note, looking at your team's passive perception scores here, You wouldn't need to have that high of a perception. You would notice that there's Eric specifically as you sit down. You notice a security guard currently taking down some sort of lighter drink, nothing alcoholic, just watching your group kind of with a look of like, oh boy, these guys again on his face. Exhaustion, if you would.
Exasperation.
That's a better word.
I suppose we are pretty recognizable.
You know, but as long as the Dosi doesn't come up to us and start yelling at us, I'm good.
Alright. Then with that, you wait. It takes a bit as Jess goes around to a few tables, you notice, checking on different attendants and making her way around to you circularly. You have a little bit of time to discuss or plan if you would like while you wait.
Oh, well, I guess I'll come over to you. You know, Eridon's is going to look around a little bit more at the rest of the casino. I do think he actually might have been interested in the lizard running game, or the gecko game, whatever. Whatever reptiles running around there. How's that going?
You see that a few of the games are ending right now, and the lizards are being fed and tended to at the moment by the Fire Genasi attendant. You see currently just tending to the creatures. There doesn't seem to be any games going at the moment over at that table.
How unfortunate. Alright, well, Eridon's going to look over to Eric's. Hold on, let me just look through my notes here. Forgetting if we actually discussed the plan. We did discuss the plan to seek out the other Jasses with Fenzira and Persephone. And I believe they did actually say they were going to go to the Sigil District at some point. It eludes me if we actually did that, however.
I believe
Eridon's just going to say,
it, but yeah.
What are the odds you think we'll have to go over to the Sigil District and pick up that Jass as well? What do you think? What do you think Fenzira and Persephone will prove as diplomatically talented as we are?
Just between the two of us, I don't have faith in their conversational skills. But perhaps they can find some other solution.
After a minute of sitting around, first person to walk over is Braun, who will kind of walk up to you, the barkeep, and is there anything I can get to the two of you?
Well, you know, since we are here,
Monroe.
I'm gonna need a moment. It's been a while since I've seen these. Oh, and now I have money. It's so good to have money. Oh my god. Hold on.
Your pocket change.
Adonis is going to just put up a hand. No, nothing for now. Thanks.
Suit yourself.
I was going to order the house brew.
I hear something.
Never mind, the moment has passed.
If you need anything, just shout for me.
Do you suppose we should grab a seat at one of the tables, see if we can't get attended to?
I suppose that'll be the correct course of action.
Seems like there's an open table over there.
How are we going to sell this donut shop meeting to her?
Well, we can talk as we walk. Adonis would just say, "Well, from what I recall, she had said that these other homunculi are a bit less, I suppose, a bit less sharp than the real deal. As long as we are able to wave some prospect of earning money in front of her, and as long as it doesn't, I suppose, seem too suspicious, it should go off easily. Just like the first one. You know, the question that remains is how much would be enticing the last Jas that we had that we had spoken with was willing to settle for, I think it was 20 gold coins. But something tells me that this one might ask for a bit of a higher price.
Do you think casino work pays well?
Paradons is gonna look around at the establishments. I reckon it does pay more than whatever that inn at the International District pays.
Very well. We shall offer her more gold.
But for now, we wait.
And about as you say that, Jas approaches. She walks up to your table, kind of slowly, and says, "Is there anything I can get the two of you tonight? Today?" My bad.
I mean, time passes differently in this because, she might very well think it's still night, perhaps. Anyways, Eridonis will say, ooh. We think won't be here for much longer. I fancy those golden chip nachos that I had last time. That would serve us most wonderfully. But also, I do believe we've met before.
I believe I recognized the two of you. Your friends came by earlier and left me this. She's going to take out, how much was it? 6 platinum, Persephone?
Or was it 60?
11.
I'm afraid no.
60
It was
platinum.
11.
11 platinum. She'll take out 11 platinum and kind of put it on your table.
I ran upstairs. It's 6.
It's 6, okay.
Is it? I fucking
Julie,
remember
blatant
11
karma.
blatantly.
Wow.
I'm gonna go rewatch the stream.
You're wrong.
She leaves 6 platinum on the table and kind of just says, "I'm not really sure why, but I don't think I want a part of whatever she was offering."
Eridonis is gonna, wither away a little bit inside. Okay. He's gonna look at the coins curiously. Did she put them on a table, or did she just pull them out?
She placed them on the table.
He's gonna slide the money back to Jas. You can keep this. It's well, consider it just a little, I suppose, a little taste of the things that you could earn. What did our companions exactly say? I'm afraid they don't have much of a way with words, and sometimes messages get confused.
If I remember correctly, I think they told me that there was some sort of deal going on at a donut shop, but they didn't really specify numbers or anything, and I'm getting paid quite well here, so I'm not too interested. And after I said no, the drow walked up to me and put money on the table and told me to be there. Now I worry that maybe I shouldn't.
You'll have to forgive our drow friend. They're more of a bodyguard than a salesperson.
I see. A bodyguard for what?
There's you might call it a sort of grand opening over in the more northern part of the city, nearby the Steam Gardens. There's this, I suppose you can call it a pastry shop. It's taken off quite recently. The owner there, Old Man Cloak, has debuted this new delicacy that's really caught the attention of the whole city, it seems. There's going to be a sort of festival there. And, well, we've been taking on some odd jobs, trying to find some people to, different sorts of tasks. Servants, a few guards. With how things have been in the city, you can imagine some patrons would feel like they need to be protected. But of course, we've been going about just about everywhere trying to find people who'd be willing to work as attendants, servants, people to bodies to simply carry around trays and take orders and such. It pays quite well, this deal, especially now the word's beginning to get around. Attendants are all charging us higher prices for their services. I suspect that's why our drow friend had given you so much money. You could earn a fair bit more. The clientele that this festival is pulling in is going to be. Eridon's just going to look around the casino. Well, it's going to be of a bit of a higher caliber.
Higher
These-
caliber than the casino.
We suspect none of that really matters to you. What really matters is there are very good hours. Crook is looking to expand his donut business after the success of his first initial test run. He's hiring more chefs, he needs more attendants, and possibly opening even more locations.
And with how well he's done, he could also afford to pay quite well for all these new staff members.
Now, these donuts you speak of really are the rage.
Eridon's is going to hold on. Do I have one left? No.
You might not, but
Oh, someone's winning the MVP reward.
I'm gonna
Or MVP vote.
take out my 3-day-old donut.
It's a little stale, but it still holds up pretty good. You had it nicely wrapped, I imagine.
Yeah,
Not the worst.
it's maybe a little crumbly, but it's there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Why don't you give one a try? Let us know what you think.
Make a persuasion check before she eats food offered to her by a stranger.
Can I help at all?
You don't need
Let's
to,
go.
apparently. It was with disadvantage, so I just canceled out. I just traded it as you're helping. She'll take the donut from your hand. She'll eat it. Chewing it for a bit, she'll kind of look up and think, taking in the flavors. She even goes in for a second bite. It's a little hard, but it's not bad flavor-wise. And the shape is trendy.
It certainly does capture the imagination. But either way, our companions, in their own strange way, they were simply trying to find some more people who would be interested in working
Hmm.
at this new establishment.
Multiple restaurants. Does he plan on diversifying outside of just these donuts?
We can't say, but it seems likely that he would expand his operations after the success so far. It's just a matter of if he can find the right support.
And as we've said, at this event that's happening tomorrow, he's going to be attracting all sorts of quite wealthy people who'd be looking to perhaps give their patronage, which means more money. More money to the owner, and more money towards anyone who works for him.
It's just a one evening sort of trial. You go, you get paid, and maybe it doesn't work out, and you can come back to the casino like nothing's changed.
Evening, you say?
I think it's in the morning. I think Nero changed it to the morning.
it was the morning to begin with. He told her the morning, I think.
Can we retcon that and say the morning?
Yeah. The morning, you say?
Absolutely.
Alright. One of you make me another persuasion check with advantage. The DC is lowered by that 20 donut check. Substantially. You roll above a 10, you'll succeed.
Go for it, Mr. Iridonis.
Jesus fucking
nice.
Christ! Oh my god!
Eric, I think we might just have to abandon this whole adventure game. We're pretty good salesmen.
She says, I suppose I could show up to at least check it out. I'll just have to show up to work a little later that day. it pays well. I'm always looking for better opportunities.
Take half a day off at the casino. Not much goes on in the mornings anyway.
That is true. I'll talk with my boss and be there. I'll go get you your nachos.
You guys had better not mess up the one that's in the sigil district. I
We
don't
already
think I-
did the sigil district one. It's already done.
Oh, you did. Oh, yeah, you did. Okay, we're good.
Better not fumble this bag!
Bro, listen, it's not my fault Fenton can't pitch a job.
Bro, why are you throwing me under the bus? You suck too!
Bro, you did the conversation.
You didn't even talk to her!
Amen.
You
Don't
handed her
worry, I
money
got
and
this.
walked away!
Look at these little
Anyway.
charisma folk, Eric.
I'm gonna look at Eridanis.
I am above average.
Anyway.
I'm just really tired.
Back to RP.
In another life, I think we could have been pretty good salesmen if we'd worked together.
Perhaps we would have, Herx. Perhaps we would have.
It's just a shame that we'll be parting ways after this whole business with Elixion is done.
Eridon's just gonna look to the side.
She forgot something?
Did she forget her money?
No,
Did she
no,
leave
no,
the money
no,
there?
no. She just was. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about her.
You know, you don't see it, Eric's, but Eridanus feels sad about that. Well, you never know. Fate's already been interesting enough in bringing us all together. Perhaps something else might come up over the horizon after this whole Elixion business. Although I hope whatever it is, it involves less of us all dying.
I don't think I can afford too many more detours of fate.
And I'm fresh out of any reviving scrolls. As it would happen.
I simply need to find the other stones, conclude my Aramente, and return home in one piece. A lot easier said than done.
What lies for you at the end of your Armente, then? It's occupied so much of, well, everything that I've known about you so far, but I don't ever think I've really asked you what lies after that.
Perhaps a little peace. I think I will have earned that much.
Eridanus will ponder on that. In the absence of his orb.
So you ponder on it for a bit. Eventually, she comes back with nachos in hand. Here you go. Placed at the table. Waits you to pay the money. It will be. You can just buy it from the bartender, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna... there you are. There you are. Boom, boom. Boom.
Take the money and then have a nice day and head off.
Well, this isn't a house brew, but would you care for some?
The nachos.
Have you
I don't
tried
know
them?
how you can put things like that in your body.
You'd be surprised at the things that I put in my body, Eric's. And with that, he's going to eat them. Nom.
I don't eat food.
I don't think I would be surprised at this point. Unlike you, my body's a temple, which means I'm exempt from paying taxes.
We gotta put that one in the corner.
Please. Anyways.
Some would say that my body is also a temple, although perhaps one that's a little bit more inclined towards sampling the finer things in life. A temple of hedonism, I suppose.
The worst sort.
Oh, the best sorts. These are pretty good.
I'm gonna side-eye your plate of nachos while you finish them.
Alright. I think with all of that, unless we have any other business, I think I'm ready to leave. Unless you want to go up there and kill Darby now, Erics. If so, I mean, I'm down for that as well. Just
In and out 20-minute adventure.
come on, how tough is he really? Come on.
I mean, we've been rolling back-to-back nat 20s. We can't lose.
We could do it right now, just you and me,
Imagine all the experience we get.
just the two of us.
Just two of us will probably be
Just
level
the two of
11
us.
by the time we walk out of here.
We can make it if we try, just the two of us.
Nah, but I'd feel bad for leaving Finzar and Persephone out of it. It's the only reason why we're not doing this.
The only reason.
I don't know. I don't have such weaknesses. But you're right. We can't attack them right now, only because, and I'm just laying this out here, only because we haven't followed up on Mittens' clues yet.
We shouldn't sequence break the quest. You are right. Yeah. Anyways, we should get going. Oh my god.
As you step out of the building, and the door shuts behind you, you just hear a bit of like a clicking tongue. Hey. The hobgoblin nearby, fully armored, recognizable, leaning on a nearby wall, just kind of says, "So those jobs are yours. Did you get soft feet?"
I believe the expression is cold feet, my friend.
Mm.
And far
Right.
from it. Have you been following us for long?
Suppose you don't need to worry about that.
Can I insight that?
Two.
Please. Called chip nachos.
What did they actually do? Hold on, I gotta go back there and check.
Go ahead and read them. I think they just give you a reroll. Oh, do you not have them in your inventory?
Unfortunately, I deleted them.
Oh, hold on. I'll check real quick. I have them written down. Food items. On Corel. Oh, this is a specialty meal. Golden chip nachos. When consumed, the user gains the ability to reroll one of their one dice of their choice for that day. However, they must take the new result.
Go on.
So, 2. Eric's, as you look into this figure, actually, I'll roll for him real quick. Why not? We'll make that a private roll. And blind roll. I don't really know what that means, but we'll see. I don't know if you saw the dice there.
It was private.
Okay, good. Just making sure. You read in, and you aren't really you're not sure of the validity of that. You're sure to some extent. You have your suspicions, but this figure doesn't give a lot away with their face. Anyways, one way or another, I know that you two visited Mittens, and well, I was just coming to make sure that those contracts of yours were done. Signed and ready.
Employer has an issue about how my friend goes about carrying out his order of business, then why doesn't he come out here and speak to us himself?
Hey, let's relax for now. He's just curious how you go about your business. Seeing as the contract isn't signed now and you've already visited him, what process are you taking to get this done? We can be generous.
A very long process.
I don't think it comes as a surprise to you that Mittens has a few friends of his own. Attempting to discuss the contract at that point was unfavorable for us, and I'm quite sure that our employer would like for his employees to remain alive at least long enough to get our job done.
Of course. So what's your plan?
For the time being, we'll need to figure out if we can deal with his other friends, those who've been interfering in our ability to get close to him
Mm-hmm.
and to put us on more favorable terrain.
And would those friends of his happen to be attendants at a bar or a casino? Didn't really think they had anything to do with that.
Hold on, I'm expanding my brain here.
Cranial expansion.
No, but seeing as how Darby was so, shall we say, sparing with any information, we simply thought to go around and see if we could gather some more knowledge on who exactly it is that we're dealing with here. At least as far as Mittens, what his habits are, places he frequents.
Mm-hmm.
If he's gone to this place to do a contract with Darby, we hoped that we might be able to gather something from the attendants and the staff. Not much was found, but then again, not all paths lead to mountains of treasure either.
Make me a deception check. 'It's a contest, so, 16. Not the most insightful guy. He'll eye you up and down for a minute. Alright. It tracks. Just, hey. Try not to take 3 days to get this done. Whether or not you get the details, we are working with a bit of a timeline. Or at the least, the boss doesn't like to be kept waiting. So long as it's your priority, we should be fine.
This job is unusual in terms of the restrictions that were put on us. But we'll get the contract signed, one way or another. Abiding, of course, by the terms Darby set out. But, for the time being, the three of us here, keeping your boss waiting even more for every moment that we're out there, trying to make sure we can get Mittens alone.
Mm-hmm.
So we must be off, I'm afraid. But do
Of
pass
course.
on our good wishes
Let's
to the
talk
boss.
terms. What about the terms is restricting you? We can talk about lifting some restrictions. If it helps get the job done quicker. We're negotiable.
Are you really in a position to negotiate for your boss?
I wasn't aware that Darby places so much faith and responsibility on his right hands.
Are you in a
And-
position to complain?
Erdogan's gonna look to Eric's shrug.
Eridonis only entered into a contract with one failed creature.
Mm-hmm. Well, take it or leave it. He'll just kind of motion towards the street. It's your call.
I never said I don't like a challenge. No, it will be done. We'll do it the proper way. As thin ice as we are on with Darby right now. And my soul can only fracture into so many pieces. I think we'll get going. We do have that other thing to follow up on, Eric's.
You're very right.
Of course. Just kind of look out towards the street.
And I'm already gone. Goodbye. Nice meeting you.
Eric, are you sticking around or heading off?
I'm gonna stick around for like a couple of seconds, like an uncomfortable amount of time.
He doesn't really pay you any mind or meet your gaze.
I'm staring at him.
Still not looking at you. Do you have a problem?
I do. It's one I'll have to solve another day.
Alright. And with that, the two of you are off once more. Back into the streets. You can speak if you wish.
Seems to be Darby's growing impatient.
Good.
I-
Let him.
Well, I suppose he can score for a little bit longer. Though this urgency does make me think, is it just impatience, or is there some other concern that drives him? And we still need to work on finding that passphrase.
The longer he waits, the more he squirms. The more he squirms, the more he's likely to make a mistake.
Well, we'll be waiting then, won't we? Anyways, we really should get back to Venzara and Persephone, assuming they haven't scared off the last of these homunculi.
Into the Sigil District it is.
With that, the two of you are off.
I'll set the path.
No, please. Let me delete the old path here, then.
Oh, we're not using that one anymore?
Well,
Better be a chaotic path.
I mean, I was going to say, I think we're getting a new one here, yeah. Persephone, if you'd like to draft out your path to the sauna, you could do that.
We
Or
better have
Venzara.
like 8
Really?
streets.
Yeah. I don't know how you get straight through a wall?
You're
Are
gonna
you
go through a
adventurous today?
building and a wall.
8 through
What
2
can I
buildings.
say?
Someone lives there, you know.
What can I say? I'm a dreamer.
Do you have phase through stone?
I have explosion.
Alright. If you
Here,
say
wait.
so.
is this more befit for you, sir? Is
That
this
doesn't look
preferred?
like it really goes anywhere. I like the red one.
Gotta lose our tail, BT. Double back.
The real reason your party takes 3 hours to get from place to place in this city.
Drawing lines.
Darby's goons are following us.
Oh
They
my
have
god.
They are not getting
Where are you
paid
going?
enough.
Oh my
They
god.
don't get paid for. Oh fuck!
Where is this man going? Blood.
You try and spell. One day you should just try and spell out Eridonis through going through the streets. Honestly, taking the unconventional route to your destination. The two of you will be a while before you reach the Sigil District. And you'll also be passing dangerously close to the excavation site, so we'll get to that on its own time.
Don't worry,
We're
this is going to
walking
save
up
us.
the front steps of the Cerulean Palace and then just leave it.
Don't worry, I know a route. I know a shortcut.
Short. On a long cut.
Oh my god.
Just having from Zyra, is there any conversation the two of you wish to share before arriving at your destination?
Not beforehand. No, I don't think so.
I'm perfectly chilling.
Alright. The arrival is yours. I do not have a map for this. Believe it or
Crying
not.
tears.
I know I'm not an imperfect being.
You have a newspaper, I
SMH,
think.
higher
Where's
quality
the-
Intel, SMH.
Where's
a
the
perfect
Toa map for the garden? The bathhouse
Anyways.
cannot be
Paint
topped.
us a picture, DM.
As you arrive at this destination, the steam baths are illustrious. So is most of the nature in this district. Colorful flowers from all across the world that bloom and grow in this hodgepodged environment. It's peaceful. Serenity. As you arrive, you see multiple attendants and this beautiful kind of stone-bathed garden where there's these dug-out almost pools or ponds of water with small fish swimming around in some in more decorative locations with beautiful flora springing up all around their habitats and what looks like multiple natural dividers in the shape of small rock faces making almost miniature waterfalls and just curtains of steam that seem to be rising around these gardens which give it its name. As you enter in, a worker walks up to you, dressed finely in pastels and lighter colors. They, with their hands both kind of crossed in front of them, I'd say a elven woman, lithe and beautiful, walks up and says, "How can we help you today?"
Fuck, I had to clear my throat. Oh my god. Hello. What sort of services are there? How much is it?
Here at the Steam Gardens, we have massages, public and private baths, times for you to relax in some of the Steam Gardens pools themselves if you would like. It depends on what you're looking for. Since you're new, our prices can be quite high. For public use, it's much cheaper. You would only need to pay 5 gold. But if you're looking for a more private quarter to spend your time, 15 would do for each of you.
Oh, it's fine, thanks.
Of course. Then follow me right this way. We'll bring you towels and soaps. Feel free to stay for up to an hour at least. Enjoy your time. And with that, the two of you are taken to a private sauna where you can relax and be to yourselves for a bit.
No.
I couldn't get rid of theirs because yours was on.
Oh my god.
You really love the map detail.
Icons?
There is. Have you heard of environmental storytelling?
What a path that is.
Oh my
You see the
god.
double back. We just double back in the middle of the street.
Oh, what the hell is wrong with you?
There is storytelling here.
Please continue your Steam endeavors so I can get a bingo check.
Oh my god.
Go check.
Gay ass motherfucker.
Damn. Crazy. I hope I was right about this place. Shit's really expensive.
I mean, I feel like everything in this city is expensive, but
Not true. Dive bars are always cheap. Anyway, you go.
I mean, I'd say it's, like, worth it. It's a nice, relaxing thing.
See how relaxing it is. It's, you know. The hell is Silver Dude? Who the fuck's Bran?
Wait, what?
Just, like, ignore them, please.
Okay, I'm fucking tweaking right now. Oh my god, that.
Why are they getting glassed by some random guy with sauna? Is that a hate crime?
Fucking drown.
My god. What did you even say? What did you even say before that? I didn't hear you fully.
Why did somebody glass? Why is somebody glassing our friends?
Not
At the
you.
sauna? Is it-
Asking you.
I said we'll see how relaxing it is.
Oh god. Well, if they're charging you a lot of money for it, it better be pretty relaxing, that's for sure.
That's right.
Well, even if I don't end up getting to do anything nice for my birthday, this will make up for it, so.
Why would you not get anything nice for you? It's your birthday soon.
It's this weekend. Didn't really mention it.
Oh shit, alright then. Isn't this weekend also?
Hmm?
Oh. You're
Yeah.
not, you're not Rhoda's born, are you?
Depends. What do you think about the... Okay, well...
I'm not really a superstitious sort. At least I wasn't until all this shit happened, but not really scared of a fucking moon, so.
I don't think it's really, like, about the moon per se. It's more like people think that super unfortunate things follow people that are, like, born during a flare, but...
I've seen some really unfortunate things. People who are born under that moon don't quite meet the mark.
It's whatever, it's what it is, but it ends up a lot of the time sort of giving a confirmation bias, I guess, to me that that a lot of the bad things that have been happening to you guys, at least, is kind of probably my fault, but it is what it is.
That's fucking stupid.
It's just...
Say your bond didn't have anything to do with a fucking Baylor crawling out of Betrayer's Rise. Didn't have to do with an amulet being underneath a fucking water cave.
I mean, I guess not, but wrong place, right time. Sometimes, I don't know. I think about it too much, probably.
Too much.
Yeah. But you know, I've been worried to talk about that because I didn't know what your thoughts were on it or what other people's thoughts on it were in the group. So.
I think the only one that really even think about it for more than a second's Aradonis, and yeah, he thinks about a lot of things. I really don't think it's as big of a deal as you think it is.
I don't know. I have a weird sinking feeling that this weekend is not going to be fun. But I'm having fun today, so try. Go ahead.
As you're talking. Coming out, you see a few attendants enter, leaving you supply soaps, a nice bowl of fruit, some towels, everything you would need. Some flowers and lavender scents before departing.
Few attendants, any jazz? No jazz at all.
Not at all.
Damn. Must have loved
Just
it.
fruit and towels.
Fruit and dough.
Are any of the fruit jazz?
God.
They're exotic. They're not jazz, though.
Well, the fruits don't scare me as much as the spicy pudding does, so I'm gonna eat some fruit.
Take a bite out of a sand banana. Yeah, sandworm banana. That's right. Tastes unique. It's exotic and has a grainier texture than you would expect from a fruit, but otherwise the flavor is there.
Why do you always have to, like, explain the food so, like, questionable?
It's just too good, honestly. I mean, you're in a fantasy world. Shit's gonna be questionable, I'm telling you now.
Why does Ben have the palate of a sheltered kid?
Anyway.
Damn, you lived in a port city, live a little.
Do we count this as a Fenzire and Persephone game moment?
Oh, 1,000,000%.
I'm gonna
Anyways,
count.
please,
Talking
Dude.
about the rudest.
Jesus, guys, they haven't even gotten undressed yet. Calm down.
two of you continue.
What a bunch of you guys are talking about all this stuff while still dressed? Oh my god.
We were
Waiting
having a
for fucking
conversation.
They're already here! Get
I
ready!
know, I'm saying they're here.
Alright, I'm checking it off.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Fucking, as all that shit gets set down, conversation dies a little. Persephone's gonna dispel the glamour enchantment on their armor and start taking that shit off.
Well, that did more burn damage than I initially expected, but it doesn't look bad.
Thanks, I think.
I'm
Yeah, got me
saying
pretty
it.
bad. Got me pretty bad.
Yeah. I'm just trying to tell you that you still look very nice. I don't want you to feel
Thanks.
self-conscious.
Not worried about the scars that much.
Hmm.
Got a lot more shit going on.
Would you care about it
Don't
later?
exactly have the time to dwell on it.
I mean, like, later, like, when we're not doing all of this.
If you want to talk about it now, that's fine. I'm not going anywhere.
I don't know. I'm just trying to get your opinion on things. I don't mind it either way. I'm being awkward. Anyway, I'm gonna get ready to go in the bath. Okay. Pick up my fucking towel. Looking. Do bath things. Yes. I'm not going to describe this. This is awkward.
Wow.
What? I'm not going to fucking. Oh, they took their clothes off.
Oh, God.
Commence bath things.
Alright, well you guys are bathing.
Yes, we
We're out
are.
here.
Hold on.
We're out here. Hustle.
Hold on.
Hold the hell
They get their stay.
on.
Continue.
So, Why are you always so squirmy when you ask questions about me?
Huh? I mean, I just
It's really
like you.
nervous all the time. I mean, yeah, but... I mean, it's not that.
I
I
mean,
don't know.
I haven't really been in a relationship before, so I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm scared shitless that I'm gonna do something to, like, upset you, and...
If you've, like, stood in front of demons and you're scared shitless, that what I'm gonna think you're awkward.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up.
God, you're so weird.
It's a crime for someone to be important. Fuck. I'm sure the nerves will die down later. It's just... everything is scary when it's new, and even starting out on the journey to begin with was absolutely nerve-wracking, but I think I've grown a little bit desensitized to it at this point.
Hey, I didn't say it was a bad thing.
I just, I don't know. I think about the future too much, and if that much was not apparent. After all this mess, I still have, like, a shit ton of garbage to deal with, and I don't know how you're gonna feel about that, but we can cross that bridge when we get there, I guess.
I've got plenty of my own garbage, trust me.
I don't even know why I'm trying to scare you off, honestly. I'm just, like, I'm being dumb.
Yeah, you kind of failed when you started to try to scare me off. It didn't really work that well.
I just really want you to know what you're getting yourself involved with, and that if you don't want to be involved with that, that now is your chance to not.
I mean, I think you're out at least the same, right? I mean, I want to travel to another continent and... well, put a bullet in the guy that put one in me. So, that's what you're getting with.
I don't really feel like mine is all too different from that, I guess. But
Well, then there's no issue, is there?
well, if you don't have a problem, I don't have a problem.
Good. Problemless for now. Persephone is definitely thinking something, like, while looking at you, but isn't saying anything, because it just doesn't, like, fit the mood.
Keep your secrets.
Interpret that as you will.
Keep your secrets. Oh my god. Ready?
So how's the bath?
How's the bath?
How's the bath?
Who are you asking?
You?
It's warm, relaxing. Say, release all your short moment. By the time it's over, you'll be cured of exhaustion. Svenzyra, say around this point, after it's been probably 10 minutes more being in the bath, you're starting to feel like you get a bit of a stomach ache.
Okay. I guess I'll get out of the bath. I don't want to fucking get sick in the tub. Holy shit.
Not sure if you feel like throwing up or.
Your mic cut out.
You start to feel your stomach churn. You aren't sure if it's sickness, not necessarily. My mic! Stomach, ouchie!
Stomach, ouchie! I'm gonna go over to that fucking fruit that I ate. What the fuck? Bitch, is there poison in this goddamn fruit? Like, food poisoning.
Banana?
Yeah, whatever food I ate. What the fuck is happening?
The sandworm banana?
Whatever I ate is fucking up my stomach, dude.
I think it was a worm banana, but
You okay?
I don't know. I think the fruit that I ate had something going on with it. My stomach really hurts.
Yeah. Shit, I guess.
Hey, you can stay in the... Huh? Yeah, I'll just chill for a bit.
Alright, just... I know if you need anything, I guess.
I can find somewhere to sit down. I'm like suspicious as hell of this fucking banana, dude.
Just find like a nice marble, I'd say it's like stone bench nearby, almost naturally formed, just where you can keep talking.
Nothing else happens. I just feel like I'm gonna fucking throw up. Damn.
Yep, some stomach cramps, bit of pain.
well, that certainly killed the mood, I suppose.
I have no idea what to do now.
Enjoy your IBS,
I
idiot.
guess.
What would inside
You can keep going. Nothing's, it's like,
Enjoy your IBS, more.
not ruin the moment, like, keep her going.
I don't know, I think shitting yourself in the pool would ruin the moment.
I mean, that's why I'm not in it anymore. I'm sitting
Yeah,
down and
Eridonis
chilling.
and Eric's are approaching at high velocity. Y'all better do something before we show up here, or I'm going to be very disappointed. Eridonis too.
Don't worry, I'll solve this. Okay, and now they're back at the start.
Oh my god. Anyway,
It's a
fucking.
never-ending
Back in the book.
It's a never-ending loop.
I don't. Let me look at my
Like, see,
fucking.
we only follow purple lines?
Please continue, the two of you.
I feel like I sat down and I still. Did I not eat the entire thing? Like, I ate like a few bites out of it, right? Can we
So
say
you
that?
gave it a nice taste and ate a bit of it, but yeah,
Okay.
I guess there's a little bit left.
I know that it doesn't work this way, obviously, because I can't take food out of my body by reversing time. But the curiosity is getting to my mind. I want, on what remains of the banana, to reverse time on the banana and see if, like, something happened to it that made it bad before I ate it. Like,
Alright. Use your spell.
okay. Fucking there.
Shoots and ladders.
No, Eric's hold on.
Oh my god. Anyways.
After using fast forward reverse on hold on, fucking there. After using fast forward and reverse on the banana, you run it back 10 minutes?
Sure.
How long?
Before, like,
10
maybe like
minutes.
10 minutes before I ate it, let's see. Yeah.
Seems unchanged.
Mm,
What you can tell, at the very least, of appearance.
bruh. More. More.
Turn it back in time more.
Yeah.
Starts to go from being a almost deserty yellowish color to being or like a tannish color to being like a slightly more greenish tone.
So
Assuming you just
unripening.
keep going.
Nah.
Yeah, you just keep it going. It's starting to slowly unripen.
At that point, I mean, my suspicion of it having been like fucking poisoned or something, it's surely at that point it's kind of impossible unless somebody like grew these specifically to make people nauseous. Maybe I'm
Specifically
just
to make you nauseous.
I know, right? Maybe I'm just like
You'd
allergic
have to roll
to
it
it.
back a while. You'd have to roll it back quite a while before it would actually become unripened. I just don't know how long you actually went.
I don't know, just enough time to like really get the idea out of my mind that something
wears onto the
nefarious
full floor.
had happened
Yeah,
to it.
Persephone, during this wonderful day of yours, you watch Finzyra sitting and staring at a banana as it slowly begins to unripen.
And in my mind's eye, what the fuck are they doing?
After enough of it, I just give up on it entirely and like sort of frustratedly like put it away, put it off to the side. I don't want to think about it anymore. Is there like refreshments? Is there water that I can drink?
Plenty.
Plenty of water. I will drink some water and try and calm my stomach.
Mm-hmm. So,
So, indeed.
weather.
The
How's
weather.
the weather?
It's cold.
Mm.
So they're just sitting there awkwardly staring at each
Bro,
other.
I don't know what he wants from me. Like, what are you waiting for?
Oh my god.
What?
Nothing.
I'm just expanding this list of things that are happening.
Please continue, lest we wish to move
Oh
forward.
my god. Oh, I look over at the Discord. You guys are fucking making fun of me, shitheads. Holy fuck.
That's not what's happening.
What?
Excuse you.
Oh my god.
You're going
Please.
to die a virgin. That's what it says.
Please don't look at the Discord and continue role playing. Don't let a little IBS get you down.
Bro.
I thought
Fucking whatever, dude. Fucking as soon as my stomach doesn't feel like shit and we still have some time to hang out, I'll get back in the goddamn bath, but holy shit.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
You good now?
Good enough. Did you eat any of that fruit? Did that make you feel bad?
No, I had the pudding, so.
That's fair. Well, that's what I get for trying new food. Anyway.
I mean, you know, it usually takes a little longer for food to irritate you. If anything, it probably was the pudding.
Maybe I'm just not good with spicy stuff. Maybe I'm allergic to something, I don't know. I haven't really tried too many different foods. But anyway, fuck. If you were gonna end up going with me to follow the little shadowy thing, it showed up outside of my window. So if it showed up outside my window again, then I would have to like go all the way over to your room and then knock on the door and then like get you to come with me, and then by that point it might have already like fucked off or something, so it would probably just make more sense if we stayed in the same room.
Yeah, you could have just asked. You didn't have to overcomplicate that.
I mean, yeah, but it's less scary to make it more complicated. Give it an actual reason. But
Sure.
I don't know why it's nerve-wracking to me. We've already technically cuddled at your house, but it's an actual thing now. It's not like a friends thing. Anyway. Alright. Settles it then.
Persephone in this moment going, when the fuck did I do that? Was I drunk? Oh, goddamn.
It was like,
I don't remember.
yeah. I to recap, it was I think it was, I'd have to go back to find the specific VOD, but they did share the room at one point, but it was mostly just because like Ben was sad or something or whatever. I can't remember exactly what it was. It was something casual, whatever.
I'm drunk, Stephanie.
Probably. Anyway. You have anything else you want to say, or are we good now?
I'm fine. You gotta go take care of the IBS problem.
Shut up. Shut up.
Get out towels. I then dry off.
Leave at your own leisure.
I will do the same. We're heading out.
Wowie. Armor back on, glamour back to duster. Alright, it's cowboy time.
Cowboy time.
Yeehaw.
The two of you walk out of the steam gardens, paying your dues and departing on your way. What will be your next destination?
Well, aren't we supposed to technically meet them near here? Isn't that where we were wanting to meet up?
Yeah, I think that's the plan.
We're probably just gonna
Wait.
like chill around here and like grass and shit.
Alright.
And
Do you
then
find a
when
nice...
they-
Go
No,
on.
I was just making a joke, it's fine.
You find a nice park bench nearby to take a seat on, admiring the beautiful garden. You sit down. Zyra, I need you to make me a constitution.
Fuck, dude. Why?
Do not shit yourself on this bench, I swear to all that is holy.
Saving throw? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Need to do some I need to check some stuff.
Oh my god.
Spell save DC 23.
15. Gotta go higher than that.
Bro. I don't have
Alright.
an inspiration. I'm not using my time magic to not like.
I think this is an appropriate time to use time magic.
Oh.
You
Let me
want to
roll.
shit yourself on your date.
Why is this? Why is this happening, dude? I'm being bullied.
This is not bullying.
Anyways, I'm just gonna go with the results, right?
Sure.
Alright. Let me roll some damage.
Oh boy.
Nerd, can I
Food
ask you a
poisoning?
question?
Huh?
Can I ask you a question, Nerd?
Yeah?
Do the steam gardens ever appear in Critical Role?
Not to my knowledge, but I haven't watched Vox Machina. So they might have. That's the only campaign they've come to on Corel, and that's not out until October. So if we don't get to see an animated version, we have no clue. Anyways,
No, it does appear ruinous.
I'm gonna label this under Schrodinger's bingo.
Fenzara,
Yes.
please take this much damage. Real bad
Holy
idea.
fuck! Okay. Alright.
You will take. You will take that much damage.
Can you put
again
my
in another
token on the
hour.
board so I can minus it off? Robert?
Sure.
I don't want to.
You cannot heal this damage.
Oh my
Affects your
god!
max health, and it will happen again. In an
And
hour.
it will happen again.
It will happen again. I can't. Hold on. Why can't I select myself? Oh, it's because there's not an encounter going on. Okay, fuck. I'll just put out the calculator.
As Fenzira, you feel like you're about to puke, but before anything comes out, you reel over in absolute wrenching pain.
Just fucking fall off the bench.
Oh fuck! Wow.
Writhing in agony.
Hey, you okay? What the hell's happening?
No, I don't know what's going on. That really, really, really hurt. Oh, fuck.
Okay, alright, fuck. Where did... I should have listened to Alex. Where the fuck did he say those temples were?
Which
Dawn Major Temple's in the North Zone. The Silver Dragon's in the South Zone. That's what it's all about.
Alright, so from the deranged ramblings of Eric, where is the nearest temple, in fact?
It's a good question.
Actually, you know what? Don't tell me yet. Hold on.
What
Exactly.
temples
Go
has
figure.
Eric told you about?
You'll figure
Don't
it
tell
out.
me yet.
I want you
Figure
to
it
know.
out.
Don't tell me yet.
I
Yeah,
feel like this one should be pretty obvious.
You have no idea where the temples are.
Fucking
You
know it is.
Oh my
you have
God.
no clue where the temples are. Hey, can you make a DC 21 Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration on forward
No,
reverse,
fuck
please?
off.
Can you please do that for
I'm
me?
not
I
even
just need to
doing
make sure.
that anymore.
Dang, it's gone. What a shame.
What a shame.
Anyways. As you were.
Okay. Never once have I been to a temple. Was I ever at the Cobalt Soul Reserve? I don't remember.
I don't actually think you went there.
Shit.
'Cause you were dead when the party went there. You've never seen it before. You know the rough trajectory of your party, assuming you can fucking project the way they walk around
Do you
town.
want a hint?
Do you think this isn't about me? I know where the temple is.
I know where it is.
You know that. Okay. You know that
I'll
the
figure this shit out.
Librarius Librarum is a place you've been at, and that was technically a temple.
Nerd, it
You don't
just
remember
burned down
clerics?
yesterday.
Yeah, it did. It's what you know, though.
No. Alright, figure this out. And I'm going to scoop Fen off the ground. I'm gonna go looking for somebody who can direct me to a temple of any kind.
Gonna do this for now. Temple of any kind. Alright, you run around for a bit, ask questions. In a bit of a panic concern, eventually you find some nearby citizen and ask them what exactly.
Hey, my friends, where's the nearest... I don't know, fucking any place that heals people?
You could head to the Ord Bastion. There's also the Silver Star Halls and the Crossings of Eventide, but people who go to the Crossings usually don't come back. If you head to the Cerulean Palace, you might be able to find someone who can help. They have medics there. It's the closest thing nearby, at least.
Alright, fuck it, alright. Thanks, mate.
Right.
Am I really about to walk into the Cerulean Palace? Is that what's about to happen to me?
Just walk to the front gate. Go find Jamansa Ord himself.
You know what I mean! I'm not literally going to, like, walk into the throne room.
Okay. While you think about that and what you're going to do next, let's get back to Eridonis and Eric's.
Oh my god.
So Eridonis and Eric's. The two of you find your way to the Sigil District. Once you arrive, what's your plan?
Good question.
Well,
I'll put you on the map. Just gotta get the map loaded.
Did we get our map token privileges revoked or something? What was going on there?
What? What
Why do
happened?
you guys have map tokens? I don't
nothing.
What's a map token? What are you talking about?
Who
What are you
deleted my?
talking about?
Who deleted what?
Let's just get going.
You're right here.
Let's just get going. No. Let's just get going.
Endlessly confused, yeah. We'll continue, yeah. I'm confused as hell. Find the spectator token. Alright. Eridonis and Eric's. Place the two of you right here. Come on, why is it selecting your token? Being stupid. There's a spectator.
All right, finish the list. Bravo, Fenzyra.
Bravo. Anyways.
Where do you suppose we should look for the two of them?
Well, I suppose we. Oh no.
No?
Well, I suppose we could start off by heading over to whatever tavern or inn that's around here. See if they haven't blown through already.
I suppose it's as good a start as any.
I do have a mind to see how progress has come along in cleaning up the Lawbreakers Librarian as well.
I don't think they want to see us there anymore.
Wait, this is
You
the wrong
trying-
place.
You enter into like what looks like a museum for a moment. You see an old gnomish lady currently looking at some of the nearby plaques and just cleaning stuff off.
I was just going to take a look at some of these artifacts, actually.
Perhaps we read this sign on the entryway incorrectly. This doesn't look like the tavern at all.
It certainly is. Would be the most interesting tavern I've ever seen, if it is one. Look at those birds.
More important than that, look at those vases.
You look at all manner of ancient relics, and eventually the gnome will kind of walk up to you and say, "Hello, the two of you."
Ah, hello. We just come in. We were having a bit of a look around this place. We were looking for the tavern that we hear is in this district, but it seems we've come into the wrong place. Or perhaps the right place.
Oh, yes, the tavern is right next door. It happens every once in a while.
This is a fascinating collection you have here.
Thank you. Yes, we're always looking to grow. A lot of it is just old knickknacks that we happen to pick up at the moment. A lot of it donated by the Allegiance of Allsight.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What year do these pieces date to? Some seem very old.
Some of them are ancient, dating all the way back to when we believe this continent of Ank'Harel used to be more vibrant, less of a desert. Civilizations that show us records that plants used to grow here, vibrant and lush like the jungles of our southern coasts.
I was going to point over to some of these implements he sees here, this one looks to be like a... Is that a telescope?
That is a telescope or something of the sort. This is a smaller device that was, we believe, used by ancient civilizations to see things kind of like a telescope, but closer up. Like a microscope. It's a very... nothing that we don't already have, but you can see that the craftsmanship on it, the glassworking, and the inscribals are incredibly detailed and oriented well.
So this is a sort of collection.
Of a sort, yes. I'm trying to collect the record of history in this city and all throughout the desert. However, with crawler gangs to the west and deserts surrounding us on every angle, it's hard to get around these days. That's why I rely so much on the Allegiance to bring things in whenever they are done with their expeditions.
And you must have heard quite a bit about the excavation project they have going not too far away.
Oh yes, I've heard the news. It's very fascinating. I can't wait to get more details on it and see if they can uncover any artifacts that I could add to my collection.
You'll forgive us, we're still a little bit new to the city. We've only heard so much through the newspapers.
Of course. Well,
Perhaps you could
welcome to our city.
enlighten us a little bit more about what it is that they're digging for.
Other than it being an ancient city, I have no idea. They have recently stated that supposedly they've found ancient ruins of some lost civilization underneath our city, right below our feet, that they have been trying to uncover ruins and artifacts of. I hope to talk with the leaders soon to help identify some of these relics if they're willing to bring them. So I'm well studied myself, and we have worked together from time to time.
These ancient civilizations that you speak of, the ones that were in this continent before, well, in times when it was more lush, what have you managed to glean about them? Or it also says, yeah, as he's looking over, I guess these are tablets, or are they tombstones?
I'd say tablets, old slates writing that are in an ancient tongue you can't quite translate all too well.
Hey, Mr. Nerpatrol, before you answer that question.
Oh, of course.
I've got a decent amount of experience as a treasure hunter in my own right. Would I be able to sort of appraise some of these artifacts and figure out if they're like pre-Calamity era level of like detail and finishing and design work?
Make me a history check with advantage, given your past.
Harrryyyson would also like to look around at some of these things just to see whether it's true that they come from the era she's talking about.
Eric's, in your appraisals and your knowledge of ancient pre-Calamity artifacts, there is a great and vast difference depending on where you are when these artifacts come about. However, there are bits that you can tell are similar from where old civilizations might have had trade with one another in ancient times and communicated through some relics, and there's definitely some pre-Calamity pieces in here. Not a lot, but a few things, and the ones that are rather mundane, like an old wooden lockbox, the microscope, maybe the old slates, but the text is illegible on them, they're damaged beyond repair. She'll kind of say, but alas, at the moment we only get relative scraps, you see. All sorts of things do come in here, and the Allegiance has been very generous, but usually they keep their own information when it comes down to it. And they don't do re-expeditions unless they believe it's important, which doesn't help out for getting a lot of artifacts. It's not their number one priority, more like a close second.
Some of these items look like they date almost before the God War.
Likely. We believe that a few of them in here should, at the very least. Are you a antiquarian yourself of any kind?
Less of a collector and more of a deep-sea diver. I'd recovered similar artifacts in my past.
Fascinating. Yes. We believe that there are great stories to be told on some of these relics, but just don't have enough information yet to piece together our world's past. There's still ongoing expeditions, and we hope that we can put the puzzle together in time, but we work with what we've got for now.
Aside from the Legions of Allsight, do many collectors show interest in these sorts of things?
Some, but I've never been interested in selling. It's information freely used to the public, and the city themselves help me in the matters of payment. Government funded.
Tremon's Horde is interested about his city's past.
Oh, I would even say desperately. He has been attempting to collect information for a long time and has been a great supporter of our cause. I'm not the only museum, though, you see, so... Not the most luxurious, but it's part of the reason why the Allegiance of Allsight have done so well in the city. They're a group of explorers and collectors.
I'll turn to Eridanis. Perhaps we may have to pay him a visit after all.
Perhaps. You speak of other museums. There are other ones in the city.
Yes, a few here and there. Maybe not too far off in the palace, but I'm sure in... open my map real quick. The Allegiance has their own private museum in the Crystal Chateau located right outside. I've seen it once before in my life, but there they have very powerful magical relics they've collected. Pieces of ancient fragments of old tools and things that they even from time to time use on some of their expeditions to learn more about them and how they could be used.
Do any of the fragments look like this?
Eric's will take out a chunk of ruidium.
I cannot say that I have seen this substance before, but I will keep this in mind.
Not necessary. Keep this piece.
You sure?
I
Well,
have no use for it right now.
very well.
Perhaps it can shine some light on your little display here, draw in more customers, or viewers of the collection.
I appreciate your donation. We'll get a nice spot for it.
Perhaps you'd like a little backstory on this item.
That would be nice, yes.
It seems to be one of many such stones harvested from other deep places of the world, similar to this Allegiance's dig site. Connected in a way to this sunken city that they're excavating. What's strange is they've yet to reveal more of this material. It's almost as if they were keeping it under wraps.
Oh. Well, I mean, perhaps I should speak with the leaders then in that case. I wouldn't want to toy with anything too dangerous. These old civilizations, they're trapped from time to time or have diseases they carry with them, all sorts of terrible things.
Perhaps they, or Even Dramon could tell you more about this material.
I hope. I'll be sure to talk with them.
Tell me about these masks. Where did you uncover such things like this?
Oh, these were perhaps from old balls or galas, jewelry that royalty or nobility might have wore, I could assume. This here is a statuette of some angel, I could imagine, or celestial being, perhaps a warrior of the gods. But most of this was just extravagance. Nothing too historical in that.
Does the statue of the angel look familiar?
No, certainly not.
Just checking.
Oh yeah, good check.
Well, Eridonis, shall we head to the tavern?
I just want to take one last look around this collection and at this. This looks like a coffin. Is it a coffin?
Yes, certainly. Looking at it, she'll kind of walk up to you and say, yes. I wouldn't worry. There's no body left inside. It's just an old relic so we can understand how the ancient people would have buried their dead. Though, unfortunately, this was all we could acquire. I'm sure that wherever we found this originally, there perhaps could be more. The two of you seem well armed and capable. Are you adventurers? Explorers?
Explorers, seekers of certain truths. Where did you find this coffin? Do you know?
The Allegiance found it in an old burial site outside of the desert. Or in the desert, sorry. Your question earlier, I'm sorry, I got trailed away. Civilizations back in the day, at least here in Marquette, we believe, were terrestrial, which is fascinating considering the fact that, from what we've understood, many cities of the ancient era would fly or take some leverage off the ground. Whereas around here, we believe perhaps some of those settlements were majority elven. They stuck to the grounds perhaps for their nature gods. It's hard to understand. The temples provide some clarity on that, but they only know what they know.
And it is ever too little. Just out of curiosity, there's a mention of inscriptions and stuff on these slates. I see some stuff here on the coffin as well. Eridon is just gonna take a real quick peek over at the Paradise School Wish to make sure these don't. I think there were inscriptions on the actual orb itself, or at least ones that I could see. He's gonna just take it out and take a quick look to see if there's any kind of reaction from the orb, or if any of the inscriptions he can see within it match up to anything here.
You should kind of look over at your orb as you pull it out. Fascinating. I would say that even looks ancient in its own right. Where did you get that?
Oh god, I gotta think hard about this one. It was loaned out to me. The Allegiance is not the only group that occasionally uses things of the past for endeavors of the present and the future. This was taken from another storehouse of sorts in a museum that's far from here, of course. Aradon's just gonna examine the orb. We'll look around at some of these things.
As you do, it's of no doubt in your mind that there are connections that can be drawn between these relics and just the general aesthetic of this device. She looks to it for a moment and says, "Do you mind if I have a look at it? I haven't gotten to examine something new in quite some time. This seems like a piece of the ancient world."
Eridanus he'll hand it over to her, to Eliza. Why not? If there's something that might be learned, by all means.
Right. She'll examine it. Can I just give her the correct proficiency? It's a commoner stat block, but she's a little better than that.
No.
She's gonna take it and just spike it on the ground as hard as she can.
Just a quick layup with the orb.
Oh, you ain't getting that one fixed. I guess you're helping her, weren't you?
I guess, in a
I suppose
fashion.
she can roll at advantage. Alright. It's not the greatest, but she'll look at it.
Greatest. It's fine.
17.
Let's
It's
see
not
what
bad.
happens.
17's not bad at all. She'll look over it and say, I'm not sure specifically the origin of this orb here, but it's definitively an arcane device from the Age of Arcanum. That much is certain. Perhaps it came from Marquette itself, or some other civilization out there in the world. It was quite an arcanely gifted place.
Eridanus will nod along. From some of my own searching, at the very least, these ancients appear to have had certain interests in studying the heavens. But that's neither here nor there for now. Certainly it does seem strange, though. Rather sad, isn't it, to have all this knowledge lost?
That is why we hope to recover it. No? We want to learn more. Discover. Dig up what was lost. If the two of you ever find yourself some spare time, you should consider exploring some of the ancient ruins. You might be able to get contracts from the Crystal Chateau. Or even the city themselves. Damon is always sponsoring parties to go out and explore things.
If we find ourselves crossing paths with Jamon, perhaps we should. But for now, Eridanus will kind of motion to take back his orb.
Of course. Hands it back. Yes, our king has always had a great interest in ancient history. If you share that interest, perhaps you'll be able to get along with him.
Indeed. Thank you.
Of course.
We must be off.
Yes. Thank you for stopping by. Hopefully I have better things to show next time you arrive, and I'll figure out what to do with this thing you've offered me here. I'll have to get a nice place for it.
Let's go, homie. Well, that was certainly worthwhile. What did you make of that place, Eric's?
Museums like that remind people of the greatness of the past. What once was.
Sometimes I wonder if they also carry a message of what should not have been. Well, we're here, And there she is.
Oh shit. Lost
And
to
there
the
she
wind.
is.
It adjusted this last time we were here.
Eridon's going to take a seat up at the bar.
No sign of Persephone or Fenzara here.
That might be a good sign. I'd imagine if there was any reason that they'd have mysteriously disappeared, there'd be a lot more chaos and the smell of sulfur in the air. Gunpowder and the like. But I was gonna slide up and just talk to the bartender. Ooh.
Hello. Can I
Oh.
get you anything?
Let me take a look here real quick.
We have a lot of things. Some food, and my special pudding.
Oh. Counts me
What's it?
interested in the pudding, but
Oh.
we were just in the area trying to find some friends of ours. One of them's a drow, the other a halfling. They come, I believe they might have come by here. We were simply trying to catch up with them. They might have got lost.
You
Did
just
they come
missed
through
them.
here?
Yes. They came through and they talked to my attendant, Jas.
Oh,
They're all
Do
gone
tell.
now. Oh, I don't know. I think they told her to go to some sort of job fair. I don't mind at all.
You didn't happen to see if they left together, did you?
I do not think they did. They left separately. The two that you spoke about, though, your friends, they left together. They started heading north towards the, more naturey district. So would you like to try the pudding?
yes, please. And I've already bought. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. 10 gold for cheap alcohol. We're being robbed blind.
Wait,
here.
it is? Oh, it is. It is. Never mind. That makes sense. How much for the couscous? Only a handful of silver. Fine silvers.
What's couscous damage looking like?
Couscous damage. You know, actually, I'll reduce the price of the cheap alcohol. You're right. That should be cheap. There. Don't know why that was so priced.
Alright. Couscous. Ooh, the spicy pudding. Hold on. Let's see if this thing's all it's cracked up to be. Eridon's going to sample the spicy pudding once it's offered to him. How spicy is it?
Quite for a pudding. Very, incredibly. Ingredients dubious. You aren't even sure what kind of spice that is. Some foreign thing, probably. It is. It has a kick to it. Would you like some drink?
Mm. Can Eridanus just quickly make like an insight check to see if he's not being fucked with here in terms of whatever's in the pudding?
Please make an insight check. She doesn't even need to roll. She's just excited for people to try her thing, and she doesn't seem like a malicious person. Bubbly and maybe a bit on the foolier side, if anything. Stupid smile on her face as you're eating it.
I suppose I can go for a quick drink, but then we best be off.
Okay, I'll get you something. Bring it back and place it on the table for you. Here you go. It is a bit of a kick, but I think it adds to the flavor. Do you not think?
It certainly is flavorful.
Oh, yes. Back where I come from, spicy stuff was all the rage. Very good. But,
You should really try some of this.
Where is it that spicy food like that comes from?
oh, I come from the swamps of Jorhas. At least that's where I got some of the ingredients for this.
Jorhas, really?
It's more like southern Jorhas. It's not a part of the Empire yet.
Interesting. We'd walk the road from Jigao to Wazozan. Although it's been a while since then. Whew. I suppose people from the southern regions enjoy a bit of a different flavor in their food.
Yes, the Jorhasians are not a fan of flavor when it comes to it, I'll be honest with you. But the more south you get, the better that stuff begins to taste. If you ask me, that's the reason that we haven't joined the Empire yet. Because they don't like good food.
We did
Perhaps
sail
they-
past the southern Jorhasian Empire.
Oh,
A shame we didn't stop to try the delicacies.
yes, you're missing out, but you get them here. Isn't that great?
Certainly is.
Hmm.
Eridanus is like nose dripping, brows sweating.
Dude, there's no way this is worse than the cat food that you ate.
The cat food was probably just like rocks
Either way,
and stuff. This is spicy.
Druval's gonna look over to the two of you and say, the two of you were there yesterday when my shop was attacked, yes? Or the temple, I suppose. The library.
We certainly were.
Yes.
How have you been holding up?
Thank you again for your help. Rebuilding has been going well. We've been doing the best we can to get things off, but I just spoke with your friends before they left. I guess I could give you the same spiel that I gave them when they were here, if you would like. Because though you've helped me so much, and I'm forever grateful, I could use a little more help, admittedly.
I suppose we can spare a moment. That's what Eric's.
Absolutely.
Well, you see, besides running the temple library, I am also an author of my own books. You see, I've been writing for quite some time. And during the attack, a few of my books went missing. Stolen by the kobolds, probably scattered. It's not like books that I've already gotten printed. No, these were new write-ups that I had made. And I would like to get them back. If you could help me.
Manuscripts or first editions?
First editions. You see, I don't know if you've ever heard about it, but a book series I write that's probably scattered amongst the world ahead at this point has been The Poetic Guide to the Prime Gods. I've always been a bit of a dabbler, and I made some pretty good deals. But besides it being good money, these books going missing could be very bad things for me. I have to rewrite all of them, that would suck. And any other copies I had made were burned.
You kept all the copies in the library?
Yes, it's where I spend most of my time, and they let me use the resources there to write my own things. Something to do while I wait. Eridanus is missing. We'll give him a second to get back. He has the books.
So you think that these books were taken by the kobolds somewhere beneath the city?
Likely. Wherever they've ended up by now, I have no clue, and I am only asking that if you happen to see them on your journeys, if you could return them to me. That is all, seeing as you're so prone to helping people.
If we come across any, we shall absolutely take them straight back to you.
Thank you. I would appreciate it greatly, and I might even give you credits in the book for all the good that you've done.
Credits aren't needed. A simple thank you will do nicely.
Thank you, and your own copies of the book, signed, in case it ever goes anywhere. Could make money off of a nice first copy.
I'm sure it might. We've seen older editions
Have you?
in our travels.
So read my literatures.
Myself, personally, no. But my warlock friend here had.
Oh my goodness, is this about the books that he's writing about the gods?
Yes.
Okay, well, I was gone, but I'll pretend like I was there for that.
My
He was
spells!
seeking out.
Perfect.
He was
timing.
seeking out. He was
Bro,
seeking
they
out
ain't finding the books
copies,
anyway.
right?
He
He's
has the
seeking out
book.
copies, right?
He's seeking out the first write-ups of his book. The
He's picking
copies
up
were burned.
The newer copies.
Yeah, the
Oh.
newer
But-
books. The
but
newer
you've
books.
got, you've got some old editions.
Oh, okay. Not these ones. Oh,
Yeah. I was just telling him
Sucks.
about how you're very cool for collecting his old books.
oh, awesome! I am cool.
Mhm. But yes, the tomes in particular that have gone missing were my own personal copy of the second book, though that one is more widespread, and then 4 and 5, and a special write-up I've been doing that I can trust your group to know. It's a bit of a controversial one, and I've been debating whether or not to release it. I at least want to release all my first books first, but a poetic guide to the betrayer gods as well, since people should be informed why they're evil, or at the very least have more information on them.
Are there any standout gods we should know about?
I mean, it depends on what you want to know. I doubt you're going to meet them in your time.
You'd be quite surprised.
Oh, would I?
In fact, I think we've already spoken to 3 or 4 of them.
Truly? 3 or 4? How is this so? Are you clerics of some kind?
It's a little bit more complicated than that.
I see. I understand. It's probably too long-winded a story anyways, and I am sure you have a busy day.
What is your favorite god? The one you've had the most interesting experiences researching?
Obviously the Lawbringer. I would not work at his temple otherwise. Or her temple. Arathis has always been a proprietor of literature and civilization, you see, and as a person who enjoys both of those things, it's just natural. The temple itself has always been very kind to outsiders as well, and newer folk who walk through the city, which is nice to see.
Have they done anything of note that might catch a layperson's attention?
Arathis in particular, or the temple?
Arathis.
Let me think. Me open a wiki. Lawbringer.
You did it, guys. We got Nerd to open the wiki.
Is that a new bingo for you?
So, guys, we did it.
Lawbearer.
Lawberry.
Library.
Attorney,
Libertarian
yeah.
justice for all.
Attorney at Lawberry.
No. Oh. In the past, it was believed that she, along with Bahamut the Platinum Dragon, were 2 gods who stood against the Lords of the Hells and the Ruiner when they were attacking Vasselheim, managing to defeat them and drive them back beyond the Divine Gates. It was said that she battled herself directly with Asmodeus, the Lord of the Hells. The Lord besides this, her influence is very easy to see in this city. You see, there is always a little-known part about Arathis. And that is that she had a romantic relationship with the Wild Mother. Perhaps they still do, though I don't know the intricacies of the gods. Civilization and nature have always strived with one another because of this, which you can see very well in this city, as nature has been kept quite well.
Truly, you believe gods are capable of romantic relationships?
Of course. Why would they not be?
I suppose I would think that being all-powerful deities, they were sort of beyond that sort of thing.
Well, when you're all powerful and have a lot of time on your hands, besides answering prayers and fighting betrayer gods, I'm sure you have plenty of time. And besides, it's always good to have someone to watch your back, especially in the divine world, I imagine. Or perhaps it was simply a jointing of their domains. I cannot say for sure. But seeing your line of intrigue, perhaps you'll be able to ask one day, huh?
I hope not.
Well, either way, that's all I have to ask. Unless you have any other questions.
I'll look at Eridanis.
Erdon's just gonna shrug his shoulders.
I suppose that's it from us then.
Very well, then I'll see you around, hopefully. Let me know if you find any of those books. Jesus Christ. Anyways.
Alright, we should get going.
The two of you begin to depart, and Thimpak's going to wave and say, "Goodbye! Come back for more pudding if you want."
Once we get far enough away, Erdon's gonna ask Eric's. Or he's gonna tell, "Oh, that was an interesting conversation. You really think the gods are so above romance and love and all such things?"
Let me ask you this. If the gods had a place in their hearts for love, romance, happiness, and kindness, don't you think that the world wouldn't have had a calamity?
They aren't above love and romance. I suppose they also aren't above heartbreak and other petty mortal things. So perhaps it isn't a surprise that there was a calamity. Wouldn't you say? Mortals are strange and fickle beings. The gods are so. And I suppose we should simply be glad we've only had the one calamity, that is.
I suppose for as long as we're helping a demigod, we have to stay positive about it.
Surely Elixian will be a more reasonable fellow.
Speaking of reasonable fellows, there's the alleyway where I nearly got stabbed to death in.
Erdon's just gonna look over at it.
You
Just
look
going to
over
trace
it.
that remains.
No, you realize that it's a similar alleyway. Perhaps they have another one somewhere in town that looks just like this. Just happenstance, convenience even.
Huh.
There's no like dust from my
No,
disintegrated
this is-
sword.
It was somewhere else in the city where that happened.
Where else in the city was it?
Fucking...
Tell you what,
It's all
Yeah,
have to
it's-
be
It happened like
place.
it happened like
Many-
over here, yeah. It's rad.
I'll tell you what, Eric's. If we've any time, I'll show you the alleyway where I was brutally mugged and then chained up by a Volstrucker. And also stabbed.
I find it highly unlikely that you were captured by the Volstraka. You have to tell me how that happened one time.
Well, we have a long walk ahead of us. Anyways, help me climb up onto that building over there. We'll save some time going through the crowds if we go this way.
I suppose you're right.
All right. The two of you will climb up on buildings in an attempt to make it on way to the river district, I suppose. Persephone, Fenzire, where are the two of you running in the meantime?
Cerulean Palace.
Okay.
Never mind, this is a giant city. We're not going to find them.
Well,
Listen, man, it's
We're
not,
not. We're literally just playing catch up with them.
it's not my fault that the one with sending is currently dying.
happens your paths line up quite well.
I don't know, that seems unreal.
They just see Eridon just fall off one of the rooftops as he fails to make a jump.
You happen to see this as you're running ahead Persephone far in the distance.
Do I care enough?
That's fucked up. That's really fucked. You see your comrade, the dude who helped bring you back
Aren't
to
you
life,
immune to
falling off
fall
the
damage?
No, not this time.
Aw.
No.
No.
Yeah,
Do-
no, I've
do
got
I
bigger
care
fish to
enough?
fry.
A guy
Enjoy
with-
your falling off
The guy
building.
with cure poison for free is right there.
I see Eridonis. Do I see Eric?
Well, yeah, they're together.
Okay, but one fell off the roof and one didn't.
You know they're together. You knew they were together. Take your own guess. I'll let you decide.
I'll let you decide.
Just let Fen die. Easy.
You're gonna put the lamb hands in, and it's not gonna do anything, and I'm gonna go elbows out anyway. Yeah. So, running through, carrying Fen, Eridonis falls off a fucking roof. I'll just
Yes,
stop and run towards them instead, I guess.
It's on your way.
Oh,
The fuck are you two doing?
saving time trying to find you. Suppose it worked. You were just looking for
Falling off a
you,
building saves you time.
cutting through traffic, but what's happened to Venzira?
I don't know, they just fucking keeled over.
Just hear from a
Where's Eric's?
rooftop. Eridonis! Are you alright down there?
Get the fuck down here!
Eric disappears from the roof, probably taking the stairs somewhere.
Going through a family's home.
There's staircases and ladders all throughout the roofs of Ankara.
Interrupting a nice family dinner. They made turkey.
People travel through roofs. Wow. Turkey. Thanksgiving already?
Thanksgiving, just a day away.
Today?
Well, we'd know if it was in the newspaper.
Bet you fucking would. Anyways, before I kill you with poison too. Let's continue, shall we?
How long does he take?
Doesn't take him too long. Eric's eventually reaches you. Enough said there.
Great.
Okay, once he gets down there, Persephone, I guess you would want to fill us in on what happened to Fenzira.
I sure would. We were sitting on a bench, and, okay, I should probably fucking stop being giggly. I don't know, we were just sitting waiting for you two, and she just killed over.
Poison, I suppose.
I don't... She had some pudding and a banana. I don't...
I suppose Eric's is with us at this point.
Yes.
I suppose eating poison fruit is an easy way to irritate your bowels. Have you tried throwing up?
No, that would be a great idea, dude. If it didn't feel like my intestines were literally eating themselves.
Trigger your gag reflex by sticking your fingers down your throat.
Oh, that's real great, buddy. That's a great idea.
I think we should begin making our way. You're heading to a temple, I suppose.
I was just trying to the Cerulean Palace. Some fucker on the street told me it was the closest thing that heals.
The Bows of the Wild Mother is right there.
The fucking what?
The temple to the Wild Mother?
You mean the tree that doesn't have anyone around it?
He's full of great ideas, dude. A poison's already in my bloodstream if it's poison.
Well, we should get moving there.
It's just, let's go.
We should go. I don't have any means of curing poison myself. Wait a minute.
I think it's a
Wait a
pretty
minute.
big assumption it's even poison to begin with. I've never seen poison do this.
I do have an antitoxin that could confer some benefits. Here, give her this.
Do you drink up?
Sure.
You have advantage in your next saving.
Oh boy. I mean, still bad, but not as
The
bad, I
advantage on
guess.
your next saving throw that'll kill you.
I know.
Are you certain that
It's something. Huh? What? What, Eric's?
It's the only thing that I have. Do you have anything?
This looks like more than just food poisoning.
You're walking and talking, by the way, for reference.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't let them stop, period.
I don't know, dude. I just had part of a fucking banana and like half a spoon of fucking spicy pudding. What else could it be?
Where did you get this spicy pudding and fruit?
It's a fucking place in the Persephone, you talk. My stomach's fucking dying.
I don't know why you're talking to begin with. And down at Sigil, banana fucking spa.
The Sigil Banana Spa? I've never heard of
No,
such a place.
that was a comma.
You're aware that there is an assassin trying to kill Fenzira, or capture her.
Okay, how does that help me right this second?
Well, I don't
I didn't
think
fucking
the spa
forget.
was the smartest idea.
Oh yeah, and roaming around town anywhere else was a good one. Fucking, what? They're like a mage? They can, like, throw lightning at people. It doesn't matter where the fuck you go.
It certainly does. They seem to shy away from attacking us on the city streets, at least.
They literally got attacked in the city streets.
I think you need to take a break, Persephone. You might be getting a little too attached.
I'm not taking a fucking break.
The two of us can escort Fenzira to a temple. Let's see what we can do about this illness. We did come on another lead that might be interesting.
I really don't care right now, I'm sorry to say.
Shaman Soord, the ruler of this city, has a very keen interest in the underground world, so to speak. The excavations going on here are uncovering more and more artifacts, and he's funding all of it.
It's very clear Persephone's not listening to you at all.
I think after we're done with this casino business and this fiend, our next stop should be Jamon.
How's our progress looking to get to the...
I was just about to say, regardless, eventually you arrive at your destination. Showing up to the front gates of the Cerulean Palace, you see multiple armed, plate-armored guards with intricate weaponry all standing attention at the front gates as you come running towards, saying.
Right. Okay. Hey.
Yeah, I've got a fun idea.
Sure.
What is it?
As we're approaching the guards, or maybe a little bit before, I'm going to use my cool new tech to do the gaze of two minds with Fenzira and
If Fenzira's
see
willing.
through their senses if they're willing.
If they're willing, yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Warlock tech.
Willingness. So, perceived through their senses. What are the specifics here?
Let me pull up the info card here.
Mm-hmm.
As long as we're on the same plane of existence, I can use my action to maintain the connection, extending the duration. While perceiving through their senses, I benefit from any special senses possessed by that creature, and I am blinded and deafened to my own surroundings.
Okay, so whenever you activate that, you'll notice that sound almost appears to be ringing your ears, struggling to collect information around them. Your eyes blurry and heavy, feeling almost weighed down. Grips of death closing in. Telltale signs, at least.
And would this feel like a poison to me? I guess I wouldn't have a lot of poison experience. So.
I'll let you make a medicine check to determine that.
Can I haggle some advantage from
How would you think that?
experiencing it personally through someone else's senses?
I'm gonna say. What's Eric's history with poisons?
Well, Eric's has grown up around druids his whole life, and they make a lot of tinctures and potions. It's a very, I don't want to say backwater, but it's a very rustic society back there in the Shattered Teeth. It's probably a lot of poisonous creatures that lurk in the deeps.
Okay. I can feel that one a little bit more. I'll let you roll it with advantage. You'll probably need it. Apparently not. God damn it. So many 20s. Only roll 20s.
It
Yeah.
do just be like that sometimes.
This is certainly a poison. You're well aware. These are signs of poison grasping someone. Not something uncurable, you know. As a matter of fact, poisons can be quite easily cured, at least the long-lasting ones, if you're in a place with the right attention.
Alright, I will return to my own body.
Mhm.
I imagine that Eric still had a hand on Fenzira's
Yeah, you
shoulder
were
or
just
something. 'cause
walking and
Eric was
doing
also
this.
blind and deafened
Yeah.
during that time. So
Being let
I'm
alone.
going to return to my own body and then just quickly do a little lay on hands through that same touch.
Make me a just straight charisma check.
I'm going to expend 5 points to attempt to cure one disease or neutralize a poison.
Mm-hmm.
Straight charisma. Charimsa.
The ability goes out. 5 points of lay on hands delivered. Before we get to the results, however, as you release this magic and attempt to focus whatever oath perhaps you swore so long ago, using magics that you've learned and been taught, you feel a strangulation to this connection. Almost like something pressing against you. It's not the poison itself, that much you're certain of. But just like something is growing distant from you. However, you're able to focus hard enough. And out goes the magic. Fenzira, in a moment, right as you arrive to the front gate, Persephone getting ready to shout to the nearby guards, you puke all over the floor. But your vision unblurs, your hearing steadies. You're still weak and harmed, but you don't feel it getting any worse.
Okay, alright. That's.
Fuck. Okay.
One of the guards kind of just runs up to you. Is everything alright?
Hopefully, I feel a little bit better.
We should get you to a medic, nevertheless.
It's probably a good idea.
Come with us.
I'm gonna divine sense.
No. No. A demon does not come and fucking pooling out of the throw up. It seems safe.
What about the guard, though?
The guard seems safe as well, though you still feel that similar distance to even using this ability of yours.
Me narrowly dodging getting thrown up.
Something just feels wrong. Yeah. Oh yeah. Narrowly being the key word there. But either way, following the guard, you have a moment to discuss amongst yourselves if you would like before heading into a side room of the Cerulean Palace where they have a nice medical wing.
Well, couldn't have started with that.
Good work, Eric's.
Don't look at me. I didn't do anything. Like I said, she just needed to throw up a little bit.
Just stay in the same room or whatever, I guess, because I don't know what's going on. At least I can see better now and hear words not
Some sort of
mumbled.
tropical disease. Perhaps you should lay up in an inn somewhere for a few days. Or worse, if it's venereal, perhaps Persephone, you should get checked out as well.
I'm fine.
Eventually, a cleric shows up and begins to check you out. Is everything... Describe to me what happened, if you could. While I start casting some spells.
Okay, we went to the Steam Gardens, and then when I was in the bath, my stomach started to hurt really, really bad, and it kind of just went away for a little bit, and then we got out, and we went and sat down, and then it felt like my intestines were being ripped around in my body. So, yeah. Very blurry vision. I could not hear very well. Everybody sounded like they were really muffled. Very stressful.
Sounds to me like sandworm poison. It's a rare thing to extract. I wouldn't be surprised if the black markets here have it.
Is it like
I'm going
a
to cast some spells that
banana?
should hopefully help you feel better. Banana?
I ate a banana.
No. No,
Okay.
certainly not. This was acquired somehow and transferred to you. You should probably report this to the guards once you're done. Someone might be attempting to poison you.
Oh, no shit.
Alright. It's kind of...
Sorry for the attitude.
Continue healing you. You should feel better, hopefully soon. It seems the poison at the very least is out of your system after some quick checks. I would watch out what you eat. Maybe have someone test it for you, or be near someone who can help you just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Careful taking food from strangers.
I'll be more mindful in the future, for sure.
You can leave at your own leisure or lay here for a bit. I'll leave you all to your own devices. Then they take a bow and walk out of the room. Leaving you all to your own devices.
I am so unbelievably tired of the shit already. Oh, I should have fucking kicked that bitch's ass. Oh my god.
Well, at the very least, you'll now be alive enough to do the kicking.
Sandworm poison.
Yep.
I suppose that's a new one.
Did you get a look at who handed us food in there, Persephone, or like anything? Not that it would matter.
Just looked at them.
Not that it would matter, I guess, because fucking shapeshift, but like. Can't walk around by myself. I can't eat fucking food without people testing it first, bro. Just. What do I do? How do I, like. How do I stop dealing with this?
I suppose the most direct way is to find this Volstrucker and put her in the ground.
If they're carrying around rare poison, I bet that makes it easier, so.
Perhaps just give her a strong talking to and explain that you don't have a wish to go home.
A strong talking to, Eric's? A strong talking to. Yes, I'm gonna go over to her and say, hey, please fucking leave me alone. And that's gonna work. Because it definitely worked the first time.
Did you try it the first time?
I don't know, Eric's. Maybe, if she wanted to talk, she would have fucking talked to me the first time instead of trying to grab my wrist and pull me into a fucking room alone to kill me.
This is the problem with children these days. They have no time to sit down and talk their
Children? I was being assaulted!
Grow the fuck up, Eric's. Some people just suck.
Everyone has a little good in them. You just have to find
No, the
it.
fuck they don't. There are people that are evil as shit, and they'll always be evil as shit, and they deserve to die.
That's not true.
Yes, the fuck it is.
There are people who have made mistakes in their lives, done things they've regretted. There are people who are currently still making mistakes.
And the
Even
people
though
we're
they don't
talking about
realize it.
aren't fucking one of them. If they regretted it, they wouldn't keep doing it.
Sometimes they just need a wake-up call.
Stop acting like everyone can just be better.
Stop acting like they can't.
You know
Some
what?
people
Maybe you can
just
talk to them.
suck.
I'll let you figure it out on your own. I'll fucking ring them for you. I'll fucking get them a good old sending, and we'll set up a rendezvous point so that you can fucking have a nice chat with them. You want that? You want to talk to them?
It would save us a lot of problems trying to track them down.
You know what? Sure. Whatever. Friends like fucking rubbing their face, trying to get the stress out of their body. We can go now. I'm beyond upset. You want me to set up your meeting? Where do you want to meet at?
Well, I suppose wherever's furthest away from you.
It seems like your time in the River District didn't do you any good.
Well, it was doing me good until I got fucking poisoned. You want anybody to go with you? Or do you want to just talk to them yourself?
I could take Eridanis.
Okay.
So you're itching for another go?
I most certainly am.
Let me calculate this out then, and I will get a fucking message out to whoever, and so you can try and work your magic with your words. That'll make you feel better that you at least tried.
Perhaps one of the temples around here.
Which one?
Seem to be frequently unused.
Which one do you want, dude?
Well, we're at the Cerulean Palace. It should be far enough away that they'd have a hard enough time getting back here. There's the Star Silver Halls to the north, or the Path of Prosperity to the west, or the crossings of Eventide to the east. I think those are our best three options.
Didn't answer my question. Which one do you want? This is your meeting.
It's your assassin.
Oh,
Where do you
for
think they'd
fuck's
most
sake.
likely show up?
As paranoid as I am, I think that they could show up at this point literally anywhere, so please just pick a fucking spot.
I'm gonna look to Eridanis. Do you have any preferences?
One of the temples. No, I can't say I do. I suppose wherever we do meet the assassin again, we'd best be prepared to not be on the good side of whoever runs or owns that temple. Can't imagine many of them are interested in having bloodshed on their temple front doors, if it comes to that.
Perhaps the crossings of Eventide, then. Of the temples I visited, they seem most amicable to that.
I was typing out the message. What did you say? Just like location-wise. Crossings?
Crossings of Eventide. Because they have a big blood pool already.
They sure do. They're ready to fill it up.
But we shouldn't leave you two uncovered.
Mm-hmm. As long as we're... Huh? What?
If this assassin can look like anyone and get into any place, then we should go together.
Go together where?
To the temple, of course.
Not wasting my time with this fucking garbage. This isn't gonna work. It's gonna be a waste of effort.
Persephone, even if it doesn't end up being a waste of effort, we'll have Persephone's hounding assassin right in front of us.
No, the fuck we won't. You think they're gonna show up to begin with? Are you fucking kidding?
Depends on how we phrase the message.
Just tell them you want to talk.
I figure the only way that they really show up is if I'm there in the first place, which fucking sucks considering the state that I'm currently in. I still feel like utter garbage. But I agree with what Persephone said. I just need you to understand that the percentage chance of you talking to them and having anything change is like 5%. Maybe even less than 5% they change their mind. If anything else, it breaks out in a fight. But if it does break out in a fight, then it would probably be best for all of us to be there anyway.
And that's why I was going with it. We all should go there. If we're able to draw the assassin out with this message, well, then we can solve this problem in a manner that we are familiar with, at least.
The next problem is that they probably have a different one that they can end up sending in its place. But anyway, that's a problem for a later time, I guess.
I don't plan on being your food tester, so at the very least if we can eliminate this one, then it'll be one less poison banana.
This is just something that's going to end up continuing to happen until we actually stop the source of it. But, we're humoring it for now, so that way we don't have any misconceptions about what's going on here. No doubts in anybody's mind about this, because apparently the current state of things isn't proof enough. Alright. I'll cast my sending spell.
Cast it out.
Yep. The
At assassin.
Volstrucker agent. Well, how many words is this? 20. Okay. You've got my attention. Meet me at the crossings of Eventide and we can hopefully put an end to this.
You receive a response. It's quiet for a bit. Little hair, rest your head. Darkness whispers hidden in dread. Trust no friend. Let your fear ascend. Poison your dreams until your end.
Well, that certainly didn't work. What's the rage in my psychic? What's the rage in my psychic lance? Let's see.
Well, Eric, sounds like she's not interested.
Nighttime.
What's important is I got to fill out Persephone and Fedzara disapproves on my bingo.
Good for you, buddy.
I mean, if Eridon has already won,
Going for the whole card today.
I got a riddle in response, Eric's. I don't think that they're showing up, but, they're gonna keep following me.
I think she's gonna show up at night and try to kill you then. With the most literal interpretation of that riddle.
I would need that riddle written down because I don't fucking remember it at this point.
I can certainly write it after so.
It's fine.
Well, homie, I can slide you. How bad are you feeling? On a scale of 1 to 56, how bad are you feeling?
I have 18 health.
That's not a fun way of saying it. Anyways,
I am feeling like garbage.
Where's the whimsy? The whimsical nature of
You probably got healed up at least 3/4.
By the lady?
oh, okay.
I don't know what 3/4 of fucking 56 is.
Numbers.
Heal yourself up a bunch.
Okay.
Heal yourself up 56. Why not? That's free.
Not the full, just a good bit. You're feeling alright. Better.
scale of 1 to
38.
56, how good are you feeling?
38 out of 56. That'll do.
I'm not feeling like absolute trash, but I'm feeling like I would really like to not do anything for a few hot minutes. Oy.
With all that in mind, let's see what we have going on.
Well, Eric, if you want your chance at a conversation, I suppose being near me whenever something bad is going down next is going to be your opportunity. Good luck to you figuring out who it is. Wandering off? We literally made a plan to go do this.
With all that aside, Persephone, you definitely seem to be feeling better, at the very least.
Thanks for noticing. Fucking kidding me.
We'll just take it a day at a time. That's really all we can fucking do until we can actually put an end to this. So... let's not argue. There's no point in arguing at this point, honestly. It changes nothing, and it just makes us more and more bitter at each other. Which is probably exactly what they want. Huh?
Yeah, because it's like talking to a fucking wall.
It just makes no difference at the end of the day.
I have far better manners than a wall.
Regardless of all of these disagreements, we haven't yet actually received the notice from the city about their whole operation against the Myriad, right?
Not yet. You should be receiving that, I believe. Oh god.
It's the Veil.
The Veil.
Or the Veil.
Yeah. You should be receiving that in the fucking, I think 2 days, if I remember. Correct me on that if you feel the need to.
2 sounds right.
After your big heist at the Luck Run Casino. That job.
Well, we should get off Jermon's doorstep if we don't intend to do much else here.
Well, we have to at least go give some form of a report. I guess. If it matters. You guys care if we report the poisoning or not? The city already knows that I'm being fucking followed.
But a poisoning is definitely an escalation. We should report it.
If it'll give you closure.
Eric's... The only thing that'll give me closure at this point is knowing that whoever is sending these people after me in the first place stops sending them to me, whether it be by his own volition or by his demise. So, whatever we do...
That should be your first priority?
Oh yes, let me just float all the way over... Oh, fuck, dude, I'm walking, I'm going to the fucking word.
Giving a report is only delaying the inevitable.
Delaying the inevitable, dude, I have nothing to do in the meantime. All I have to do is wait, and they will show up again.
Or you can be proactive. You can send a message straight back there.
To Zibian himself, sure.
Look, at the very least, now that you've sent a message out, she knows that you survived the poisoning. more like than not, she'll want to find some other method of trying to kill you. And hopefully we'll at least be able to, the next time we do encounter her, we'll be more prepared. As we've said, if we can't try to get rid of whoever's sending you, these assassins after you, at the very least we can just keep on killing them until eventually people might stop taking on this contract that's out on you.
Now that's something I can agree with.
Oh, good. Finally, something we can all agree on. Anyways,
Oh, I don't think all.
let's be on our way. Oh, there is one small matter I'd wish to ask you about. How did your meeting with that attendant go? The one in the Sigil District?
It went
Fine,
fine.
should be there.
Oh. As we walk, could Eridonis, I suppose, explain the bit about the real Chas Prime's predicaments and the
Yeah,
mirror?
by all means, go ahead.
You filled them in.
I'll fill them in. Yeah. Did you know that student debt is a thing and it sucks?
Little did they know.
We hate student debt.
Either way. Eventually you make it to the bastion once more. Upon arriving, none of the usual suspects are there at the moment, but you enter in nevertheless and ask around, and one of the local guards says, we could try to send a report. Who would you like us to send it to?
I can't remember the lady's fucking name. Oh my god.
The Archmage, her name is Archmage Belia. Archmagium. A little extra spice there, apparently.
I really don't want to say that name. Holy shit.
Belia.
Belia.
Archmagium Belia.
Belia. Belia.
Belly. Anyways.
Yeah.
The guard looks and says, alright, I'll let her know, and as soon as I can, we'll try and get back details to you. We're still on the case about this. Do you tell them everything?
About the type of poison it was.
Yeah.
And when I
All that,
started
where it
doing it.
happened.
Yeah.
We'll send guards immediately to investigate the Steam Gardens. We have our suspicions there in the first place. We'll see what it is.
Lovely, thank you.
What is
Of course.
suspect about the Steam Gardens? If you don't mind me asking.
That is a conversation you will have to have with the Archmagium herself.
I understand. Must be above your clearance.
Is there anything else you need?
That's all for now.
Walk out.
We leave.
You leave. You have time to yourselves.
Where do we go, gang?
Find a courtyard. The night grows closer.
Anyone else have some drama they want to get to?
So anyhow, after discussing the whole business of her debts and her financial difficulties, we managed to convince Josh to hand over the mirror that was the source of this whole business. I think she actually did. Did she give it to us? She gave it to us.
Yes.
It's not in my inventory. What is it in my inventory?
I
Let's see
didn't. I
here.
probably didn't add it properly, but it's in there. It exists. You have it. It's
She
probably
gave
not
us.
direct.
He gave us this artifact, which was the source of the whole thing, and I suppose an artifact belonging to whatever strange creature that Alzakam was the intermediary for. Now that you've brought the last of these homunculi over, if they'll all be heading over to Old Man Cook's bakery, then come the morning, all of those clones will meet up. And I suppose whatever being was responsible for this whole matter is going to be drawn out. Speaking of which, Aerodon's gonna noticing the sky getting darker. Jocelyn said that she was going to find a room, someplace to stay, closer to Old Man Cook's bakery, near the river districts, or perhaps in the alluvium districts. I should perhaps seek her out there, or find a place to spend the night myself, just so I'm closer by. Would any of you be interested in coming along for this?
Yeah, I'll be around.
I don't think it's wise for us to split up anymore if we intend to protect Fanzira.
That's what I'm thinking as well. And perhaps, if this assassin has tracked us so far, perhaps it might be a good idea to switch up the place that we are staying at. We've been at the Stepaside Tavern for quite a while now. I'm sure if the assassin was looking around, she might have caught on. I think there is some place in the alluvium districts we might be able to stay at. Should be surely some kind of inn or tavern or the like.
There was no indication we were even going that way. They just know where we're going regardless.
If the assassin has been following us, then they'll know that we've been speaking to all the Jasses and organizing these meetings.
Doesn't have anything to do with the spa day.
I hardly think they care about what we're doing so much as where we are.
Well, if they've encountered a Jas of their own on the way to Crook's Bakery...
Don't speak something
we'll
into
find out
existence,
tomorrow morning.
bro. For the sake of your
Well-
conversation, sure, I hope it happens.
And for the sake of our matter of killing this assassin, I also hope it happens. If words fail. Anyways,
Make no mistake when saying words.
alrighty. I guess we'll begin trudging over to the...
Blub, blub, blub,
Is there
blub.
any place to stay nearby?
There was one in here, but it's expensive.
I would say there's a place like over here. Like a nice little, some simple inn. Come up with a name for it real quick. The Cozy Kitten.
Aw, now I want to stay there for longer. I guess
Bar
we'll
features a few cats.
Oh, it's even better.
Or not bar, sorry, inn.
Well, at this point, if it's been a couple hours of us walking through the city, Aerodonus would just say, well, this looks like as good a spot as any. Is Jas Prime there by any chance, or is she somewhere else?
You don't see them here at the moment.
Seeing as how it's my errand, I can cover our rooms. Are there any rooms? I guess I'll just sit in character. I suppose we'll want to double up once more for the night.
Yeah.
I'll get 2 rooms.
Alright. I'd say just mark off 5 silver for the night for everyone, and then should do.
Hell yeah.
Each room has its own cat door attached.
Aw.
Little fennec fox can crawl through it now.
Mm-hmm. Any little creature.
Cat cafe, goddamn.
And then you realize the cats have poison rubbed on them.
She polymorphed into a cat! No!
The cat bites your fight. Ah! Cat assassin.
Squirrel issue.
Good.
Anyway, you have your rooms. Would your group like to rest for the night? Or will there be anything else you'd like to do?
I would like to examine the mirror that Joss gave me. Just to take a bit of a better look at it.
Tune to it, coward.
It's
In
not
your
in my
night-
inventory.
I just added it to your inventory.
Oh, wait, hold on. Where?
It's at the top of your loot. Your 40 loot items, nearly.
The top. Ooh. Split.
Oh my god. I'm gonna put my familiar on fucking watch duty.
Yes, your Fennec looks
Yes.
around, and joins the cats in stalking the facility.
Okay.
Mirror of jazz splitting.
Do you think Alice Cam offered it to her, or did Jazz just walk into that place? It was like, oh, the mirror of Jazz splitting.
This was made for me!
Either way, you aren't sure the specifics of this item, but upon investigating it, it seems whatever magics had made it work in the first place are now devoid from this object.
It can split anything, but it has to be named Jazz.
I wonder if I can change my name to Jazz.
I'll
I'll make
It's,
my first name Hugh.
Huge ass. Huge ass. Okay. Anyways, yeah, the mirror, though definitely something from Alizakam, that much you can tell, it's mundane now.
Unfortunate. Is there any particular, I suppose, are there any, I guess, like oddities in design or any kinds of inscriptions that can give me a hint as to what we're going to be going up against tomorrow, if it appears?
Mm-hmm. Make me an Arcana check.
Yes.
If I cast my moonbeam right on top of that mirror, could we angle it so we have a 40-foot line?
What a fucking question. Perhaps in some world. 24.
Okay, but what about this world?
Okay, but here's the thing: the mirror would
that's-
also have to be large enough to get like the entire moonbeam, unless you're planning on sticking your arm inside of that moonbeam as well.
The scribings on a few of these items, in particular, very particular, they are written in runage. You notice some of the common runage that you would see on magic items, as a lot of magic items use Draconic as like a base for their enchantments. However, with these ones specifically, you would notice perhaps some celestial symbology.
Oh,
It's like in the tech of it. It's strange, almost alien. There's a different language there that you just can't understand for the life of you. It doesn't even seem to have traces in any other language that you would ever have known.
Well, I suppose it's obvious, but whatever. They created this mirror is evidently not of this world. But celestial markings, that is a curiosity that I haven't encountered often. What a kerfuffle this is.
What a indeed. Is there any other nightly rituals that any of you would like to uptake as darkness
Yeah, I
filters?
got a couple.
Not
Alright.
much of a ritual, but I got something.
Yeah, well, we'll start with Persephone's.
Nah, you gotta start with Eric's.
Why?
I think mine will take
He
a little
intends on
longer.
going to bed.
Oh boy. Lord of mercy, Eric's.
Huh?
What would you like to do?
No, I got a lot of rituals. This
Oh.
will take a while.
How about this? I'm gonna use the bathroom, and when I get back, I'm gonna flip a coin to see which one of you gets it. Eric's heads, Persephone's tails. You know what? Fuck it. I'll flip it. No, I'll coin, flip. Flip, 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 flip. Tails, Persephone, you're up. I'm gonna use the bathroom. Be right back.
Alright. Wanky timeline, but that's fine.
I gotta talk to all the cats in this freaking place and tell them to keep an eye out for anyone who looks suspicious. Then I gotta talk to a demon.
Do you think that? I wonder if shapeshifting changes how you smell, because I wonder if there's. Oh no, we don't have anything of the Volstruckers.
Cats just know when somebody's off.
I think that's more of a dog thing, but I suppose.
Listen, all I'm saying is locate object, sandworm poison. At best, we find the assassin. At worst, we find a black market.
Dude, does anyone actually have that spell?
I know one person here does.
Not prepared. It's only 1,000 feet. What are we gonna find in 1,000 feet?
Wait a minute.
It's not an instant find, it's a process. You do one cast, you go around a bit, the areas we suspect, and then you do another cast the next day.
I wonder if sandworm is the same as purple worm.
I mean, I
think it's
imagine
just
they're
I think
probably
it's just like a
similar.
regional worm thing.
Regional worm.
Well, because I do have a purple worm tooth that may or may not have poison in it, so I'll probably have to check that at some point.
There's no way that thing has poison in it. We got it at like level 4, and purple one poison's like 12d6.
There might be like, but there are traces in there. Tiny amounts.
I'm gonna befriend this assassin so quickly.
Oh my god.
Words.
I'm gonna be real. At this point, if you actually befriend the assassin and they completely change their ways, I think I just have to leave.
Can you please leave behind the hand
No.
mortar when you? I gave you the hand mortar. I did. You took the hand mortar, right?
I did, in fact, take the hand mortar. I will not be leaving it if I leave.
So you did take it. Okay.
Yes.
Get the shit out of inventory.
And I can befriend the White Stone Captain too.
You know what?
No,
Shoot
he'll
for
be
the
dead
top,
before you
boy.
do it.
Shoot for the fucking stars. I'll get you a meeting with Zivian himself, and you can talk to him, and I'm sure you'll have a great fucking conversation with that man. Go for it,
You know, I thought it was going to be longer before I had to update my arrival chart again, but no.
Do what your heart desires.
Response to party members spasming in the fucking ground. Have you tried talking to them?
Have you tried convincing them to not kill you?
And you hadn't, so I was
Did
right.
you try talking to them as they were trying to kidnap you?
You literally did not use your words.
There was no need to exchange words.
No need. There was every need.
No need.
There was every
At
need.
that point, you
The
already
need
know what's
was,
going down.
Hey, I don't want to be assassinated and kidnapped.
I would love for you to be in my shoes, buddy. It would be so
need,
amusing
my
to
ass,
see
there's
what
no
you would
need.
do. Oh my god.
I gotta make a version of this one.
Things out.
Gotta make a version of this meme for Eric's and the Volstrucker and just every villain we meet so far.
Volstrucker, please don't kill me. Please don't kidnap me and take me back to your boss. I'll be good. I'll only use my magic sometimes. That's gonna work. I couldn't even convince Jazz to go to a fucking donut shop. What makes you think that I'm gonna convince
You couldn't even convince Persephone to kiss you in the spa.
I didn't ask! If it's gonna happen,
Very
it'll
nice.
happen, bro. Chill.
It's not gonna happen.
It'll happen. It's been 4 fucking days.
It ain't happening.
2 months
Yeah,
on
it's
it, by the
kill
way.
that.
Well, you know
That's
what?
impressive,
I ain't
bro.
gonna do it on your timing, because it's not your fucking relationship.
You're gonna have to wait.
See, this is why Eridanos just maintains a relationship with Galceria. There's so much less controversy in that one.
When are you gonna kiss Galceria? I want to know.
It's like a slow burn kind of thing, but like an intentional slow burn. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
See, the thing is that like Fen can be like momentarily mad at Eric's line of thinking, but at the same time they're mad at themselves because they filled Eric's head with, oh, Persephone's not a bad person. People can change. People can be nice and blah, blah, blah. I literally just said that like the other day. So I like backed myself into a fucking corner, and now I have to like deal with the consequences. You
Say
literally
something right now.
Oh
I like
my
it when you
god.
don't talk.
It's actually a little bit absurd there. Hold on.
Lead off, we can end this now. It's not too late. Oh, sweet mercy.
This fucking insanity is too much in this party, man. Eridanos is genuinely the most stable, uncontroversial person in this group now. You guys have really gone down the drain.
Okay, bro. Listen, I'm pretty
I'm
unstable,
still
but
here.
what I'm saying isn't wrong.
Isn't it?
It's not. It's perfectly morally justifiable to kill the assassin.
Hey, I came back from the dead because I want to kill the person who killed me. But also, I'm gay now.
Also, I'm gay now.
What?
Okay.
Hey, Luxon brought me back for a purpose, and if it's not this, then what is it?
What the hell, gang?
It's sassing your paladin, apparently.
I think you mean
paladin who's full of-
correcting the paladin.
Anyway.
You
Jesus
wouldn't know correct if it slapped you in the face with a tenet of the ancients.
God.
Your tenants are fake.
Those tenants are tearing this family apart. Oh god, how I can respond to a text.
Holy shit.
Wow. Typical Zoomer, always on their phone. We're in the middle
Oh
of
my
an event
God.
here.
Fuck off.
I don't know about you all, but I'm feeling like I'm moving up in the world.
iPod, iPad, iPhone, I paid.
Alright, we can begin.
Erix, what on earth has Eridanos done to you that you've given him a tick down?
Anyways, as
Not
we
giving
get
him
back
a tick down, he's gonna tick up.
as we get back to it, we're starting with
What do you mean? He's a tick down.
with
moving
Eric's.
Oh, I see.
Thought we were
Eric's.
starting with Persephone. When
I
did
lied.
that change?
I lied.
Anyways.
Alright, well, because you lied to me, I'm gonna have to stretch this out to be like a 4-episode arc.
Go
of-
ahead.
Oh, 4
Yeah.
episode arc of talking to cats? Goddamn.
Please be
I'll
my
be
guest.
impressed.
I'm gonna forewarn you, get that cat name generator ready.
Oh,
Get it on.
Alright, Mittens 1, Mittens 2.
I'll figure it out.
Anyway.
Yeah, but the first thing that Eric's would do is before going to bed, I imagine we're doing the same sort of room situation. So Eridanos is staring at a mirror alone in the room. Eric's is downstairs talking to all the cats.
Alright.
With the good old speak with animal.
A few of them walk up to you.
And what do cats like? To build rapport with an animal, you need to know what they like. And luckily, I have fish.
You should start pushing things.
Oh my god, you actually do have fish. Oh my fucking
Is this
god.
the rotten as fuck fish you've been? Yeah, it is. You pulled some dead, rotten fish from the beginning of your adventures.
They were in a bucket.
Dead. For a long time.
Yeah, sure.
The water is murky and disgusting, and one of the workers even says, "Ugh, no, get that thing out of here!"
You wouldn't happen to have any other fish, would you? Seems mine's gone a bit stale.
Are you trying to feed the cats?
That's right.
We've got treats. We'll get you some. You got to the back and they get you some cat treats. Hand them to you. Bits
did
of
you-
meat, protein.
Thank you. What was your name?
Ugh. Sophia.
Thank you, Sophia. If I could impose just a small amount.
Hmm.
I arrived with 3 friends. 2 of them aren't doing too well.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that you could avoid making any loud rackets in the night? I know
Usually-
it's a tough ask, but
We usually keep it quite quiet around here when people are trying to sleep.
excellent. Thank you very much. I'll try not to bother you any further.
Of course.
And I'm going to turn to my cat friends with my handful of treats and speak in perfectly fluent feline.
Hello there.
Hello there, little friends.
Hello.
I was wondering if I might impose upon you. I have a job that needs doing, but only from the most sophisticated creatures.
That sounds like a lot of work.
There's a lot of reward in it.
Well, go on.
My large friends and I are looking for a friend of ours, someone that we don't trust. It could look like anybody. And we're not really sure what they smell like either. But we do know that when we see them, they'll be rather suspicious. My name's Eric's, by the way. What are yours?
All of them. Every single cat.
Just the ones that are talking to me.
And the one who's talking to you? Marshmallow.
I'm gonna put this in my notes. Well, Marshmallow and Eric's will offer it a treat.
So you just want us to sniff out and look at bad people?
Sniff out and look at bad people and possibly warn me if anyone seems suspicious to you.
Sounds like a lot of work.
I can handle the rest on my own.
I don't know. I think I'd rather just nap.
Perhaps there's one other thing I could offer you to sweeten the deal.
Mm-hmm.
But you'd have to work extra hard for this. It's a pretty difficult to come by reward.
Okay.
I probably can't flash it around here. So, if you wouldn't mind following me upstairs.
Sure.
Gather your friends. What are their names?
Cujo, Nugget, Leo, Mimi, Willy, Pickle, and Rib Rab.
Aw.
It is excellent to meet your acquaintance, Cujo, Nugget, Mimi, Willow, Pickett, and Ribrab. They all speak cattish too, or is it just meows?
Meow's how they say hello.
All right, I'm gonna meow back at them.
Alright.
And on the way upstairs, I'm still speaking to Marshmallow.
Perhaps it's also best that you don't speak to any other cats about this mysterious person that I'm having you keep an eye out for. We'll only be here for the night, perhaps another, and then we'll be gone. It's not a very long task, but it does require you to take a break from your naps every once in a while and stay vigilant. Perhaps organize a routine while one naps, the other four awake, something of that sort.
And what's this reward you talking about?
I'm gonna reach into my little herbalism kit.
Oh, no.
Huh? What do you mean, oh no?
Go on.
Yeah. God damn it.
I'm gonna take this really cool leaf that I found.
Cacophony of meows. Oh my god, it's just a weed!
Don't look at me, you made the item.
Oh, I didn't.
Of course it's just a weed. What'd you think it was?
I thought it was gonna be like catnip.
No, I was thinking it was the weed.
This is a very special treat that's been ground up and consumed with your treats. Could give you the best naps of your lives.
Oh. Make a persuasion check with advantage. You're trying to make a drug deal with cats. Which surely is against the tenets.
How do you figure it's against the tenants?
It's not gonna harm them.
Alright. 23.
I'm delighting in laughter and beauty and
Marshmallow.
being a glorious beacon of joy and courage.
Marshmallow's gonna say, alright. We'll do your task, but you have to give us the things first.
Ooh.
If I give you this leaf first, I'm afraid you won't be vigilant enough to perform my task.
Give them a small taste. Like the tiniest.
We have to make sure it's legitimate.
You want a sample? Is that it? Very well. But in that case, you have to cat swear it.
Cat swear.
Certainly you know how to do a cat swear.
Sure.
I'm gonna insight this guy. Does he know how to do a cat swear?
It's kind of just waving around, just lightly, and wagging his tail.
That's a bad
promise.
sign.
I promise. You aren't sure. It's a pretty tough kitty. Could be anything.
Alright, then perform the swear. And I'll know if it's fake.
I super cat promise that I will do the task once you give us some of the things. Wow.
You've forgotten the most important detail.
Oh?
You have to shake my claw.
Eric's gonna lean down and hold out his hand for the cat's paw.
Cat puts its paw on your hand.
This is the most unbreakable swear there is. Any cat that breaks it is doomed to spend the rest of his days roaming the streets, never able to find a great place to nap, eating out of the garbage.
Okay.
So you must be absolutely certain this is what you want to do.
Yeah. We'll do it.
Very well.
I'm shaking that cat's super cat promise paw. And then I will, I guess, sit down on the floor and using my herbalism tools that I have on me. What could I do with this here? I can cut off like a little piece of this leaf, and I'll start grinding it up a little bit to make basically like a little bit of I don't know what you call it, like wheat grass, and mix it in with the treats.
Wheat grass. Hell no. Alright, you mix it in.
And I'm gonna offer it to one of the cats.
Marshmallow will take some of the weed. Just kind of start purring and rolling around on the floor a bit. The other cats look. That seems fun.
There's more where that came from. But you
Okay.
have your tasks for now. Find me
Got
in the
it.
morning.
It'll smell for bad people. They all wander off, eventually scattering to their own devices amongst the cafe.
Expect a full report.
Ow.
I'm gonna head to Eridonis' room.
You head in, Eridonis, falling asleep by this point.
I suppose it's alright that you're not awake to see what's happening next. Eric's will sit down on the edge of his bed, take off all his usual gear to get a good night's rest. And then I've got a cool little gem sitting around somewhere.
Certainly. Oh, God.
Let's see
Still,
what I need
touch.
to kind of hold this gem in both hands. And I'm going to try focusing on it just like I did with my blade.
Alright. You look deeply within. Focusing on this gem. Trying to remember. Oh my god. Trying to remember what it felt like to attune to this object in your past before it broke. Only probably a few days ago at this point. A weak green portal forms on nearby a wall. Swirling, beckoning.
I remember it felt almost old, mildewy,
Mm-hmm.
waterlogged,
Yes.
if that could be a feeling.
Mm-hmm. No, certainly. But it's weak, it's detached.
I'm going to go over and investigate this portal.
This is certainly the same portal you've used before to transport into the realm. Last time you used it was the destruction of your sword.
Alright, cool. And one last thing, because I gotta use as many of these as I can. I'm gonna divine sense this.
Mm-hmm. There's a fayish presence to this. Most certainly. But
Am I
once
able
again,
to see through the portal?
no. You cannot see what's on the other side, as it's broken and weak.
Alright, then. Before I step through, just in case anything bad might happen,
Just in case.
because it could happen, I'm going to go back to where I took off my heavier gear, and I'm just going to kind of pile it up and grab it under one arm, and then put it down again, thinking twice, and I'm going to take out a scrap of paper, maybe like the back of the newspaper or something like that, and write a quick note for Eridonis. Just in case.
You write the note for Eridonis, then you slide it underneath Persephone's door and leave the door.
No, I'll leave it on the nightstand
Yeah.
in the room or wherever.
Somewhere where
No.
it's easily within sight.
And then I'm gonna head back to that portal and step through.
You step through, waiting to see what's on the other end. We'll get back to that, in case it has to be a start of next session endeavor. For now, we'll go see what Persephone has to do for their night.
Well, it's nothing too fancy, as I'm going to be in bed for the most part, until Fen is for sure asleep.
Doesn't take long, not tonight.
Yeah. Then at that point, I'm just gonna go take a walk around for a bit, get some fresh air. Maybe find a
Cats
nice
all
little quiet place.
The cats almost seem to stare at you as you're walking through.
Fucking creepy.
Wow.
I don't know if Persephone's ever seen a cat that isn't a moorbounder, so
You do look like weak, much more soft and cuddly moorbounders.
not
Similar to
even, bro.
Similar
Moorbounder got
to,
like the side eyes.
Similar to
And the
Finsira's
tusks.
familiar that you see jumping around.
Yeah, I don't want to go too far, but I want to walk around and find a quiet place.
You walk around the perimeter and just take it in. Quiet place you do find.
Then I don't know, just hang around for a bit, get out my loot, play a little something. It's been a while.
You strum familiar tunes. You aren't bad at it. You play what you know. But eventually the music picks up even better again, reminding you of that first time you ever met your otherworldly assistant. Strumming you along and giving you that feeling of strength and certainty that you lacked before. These days have been uncertain, unknowable, and it brings you a sense of calm. You feel assuredly so that there is a presence.
Do the cats notice it?
He's
Catchy demons.
Persephone's away from the cats. Oh, definitely, but Persephone's a bit away.
I have my spies watching over my friends.
We'll see.
What do you want? I need your help to play this.
What do you expect?
I'm working on it. Things are just really annoying.
What connects you to these... that... lummox? Why continue down a path that is not what we want? You know what we're after.
I don't know what it is, but it means something. This is important somehow. This wouldn't just happen if it wasn't related. Important.
And you think I would?
Look, I don't know. Alright. Something is nagging at me to see this through. For whatever reason. It'll get me there one way or another. I know it will.
Slashing. Clanging steel. It doesn't matter us. One way or another, this city needs an upset. Guinan. Perhaps he's grown comfortable. We need to drive him out. This place has a history to him. We can find somebody. Do this right. Make him squirm.
Be a lot easier if I had a bit more direction instead of needing to shake hands with a different group altogether to get what I want.
Fine. We'll skip step A. On to B. Your father, Persephone. Do you remember this man?
I fucking forget. The hell do you want about?
You have no sympathy for people like that.
Not even a little.
Good. In the ridge works a man at a dockyard, a foreman. He is close to Kynan. But similar to your father. I'll let you handle the rest. I recommend alone. Though it seems like that is not much of an option, is it?
So of course it's an option. If I even tried to bring that up to them, they'd fucking go off about, oh, he can be redeemed. He's like my dad. Fucking nothing's redeeming that shit. What'd he do?
Does it matter?
I wanna know. Make it feel better.
Poisonous man. Through and through. No love for his family. No love for anyone. But still, others can't help but love him. The fools they are. Dead, or greatly injured. I assure you, no matter which you take, it will all be well deserved. And Kynan will know. The word will reach him in time. He'll be angry, irrational. We will draw him to us. And if he does not come, we will go to him. But obstacles, they lie in our way. That assassin, they're not worth our time.
I'm
You've
sure
considered
they'll
every
bother
avenue.
me. I'm sure they'll bother me at some point. Knock them off then. But it's not like I could find them even if I wanted to. I'll get it done. Obstacles haven't stopped me before, they're not gonna stop me now.
We will strangulate their soul. Once they're out of the way, if Kynan does not come to us, we will find a way to Taldore, and we will start where you left off. The Knoll. Their business is yet done.
They're still going at it, huh? I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
They will be instruments for our revenge.
I'll make it happen.
Good.
No matter what.
The moon grows ready. Brace yourself for change. That the sound of your song returns to normal, lullabying you in the night.
Fucking always on me. Gonna pack up my shit, head back.
That you do. Heading back, you find a room and rest for the night. Comfortable, soft bed. You're able to drift soundlessly into sleep. You all are, thankfully. As this day, as another, comes to a close, and your more busy day approaches, we'll pick up next session. What happens next?
Well,
Were you and I not sharing a room together? I'm confused.
We were. I
I
waited
was
till you were
double up,
asleep.
yeah.
I know, I just got described weird at the end, that's fine.